So, the Twi'leks of New Mean continue to celebrate the disposal of the developers who have been persecuting them. They plan to party for at least a week and are happy to let you stay as long as you wish. They have little to offer by way of reward, though they allow you to make free use of their facilities, such as they are. The settlement manages to rustle up 2 stim packs and a week of rations for each of you.
Stim packs for days.
And since you're a droid, they give you 2 of the repair kits instead.
And 10 rations.
What about, does he get a free oil bath?
A week? You said a week?
Yeah.
A week's worth of rations?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is this, a Robo Love Hotel? Jesus.
And so, Burban is also extremely grateful for all the help you have provided and sends a message to Nin and Nabat telling her all about the heroic actions you did. Burr walks up to you. Thank you so much for giving us this freedom. Nin would like you to return to Nabat so you can be debriefed and then you can be on your way to do whatever you wish.
What about those upgrades?
You're welcome, Fleshbang.
Well, those upgrades will come with the ship.
Yeah.
We are preparing the ship as we speak.
Were you able to procure the parts I requested?
Oh, yeah. Yes. And he hands you what you requested.
I have enough alcohol right
Let's
now.
say that. Let's just say that.
So,
Okay. Did you really need such a weapon?
Yes.
okay, so the journey back to Nabat is uneventful. You pass by the old Lilac Den on the journey and see that it is much as you left it, with the Lilac still alive. The Nabat spaceport seems particularly busy today as you guide the speeder through the city gates. You can see a great crowd milling about the landing pad. It seems that
You can see where Fang was, essentially.
not from where you are.
Okay.
It seems that a number of craft, freighters of all sizes, have arrived today, including a giant Defender-class ship.
Defender class.
And so, yes.
Are the parts already installed?
Yes.
Would it be possible for me to go out and get a personal speeder bike?
I mean, we have 3 speeds.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
are.
but I want a personal bike.
They're allowing you guys to keep them.
It wants to be
Yeah.
special.
They're letting you have them.
Fine. I'm on a jet bike.
I'm on a pasta mode.
So Caleb.
Still gonna
How
eat
much
it,
would a
though.
jet bike be, and where can I find one?
Not on Ryloth.
What?
Sorry.
Because remember, the max of what they sell is 500.
So Caleb.
What was he looking for?
If I may ask, do any of you have any surfing jobs you need done before I depart?
No, I think we're
Caleb.
Are
pretty
you-
set.
My
Yeah.
rates are acceptable.
Well, they're also still taking you somewhere.
I'll be back there then.
Yes.
Did anything happen with,
You can sit back
or
there
is she
right
still?
now.
Don't worry about Oscar.
I was gonna say I left the rifle with her essentially,
Okay.
because I had no use for it. No one else really asked for it at the time.
Yes.
Could you send me the information I can get from those 2 communications
For.
from the car?
Oh yes, I can send you that. I have to undelete that.
Also, I do gotta say, did
You know,
now I gotta think, did Scar leave anything on her
I
data
left
pad?
my, I left my,
No.
my agility so I could get a better
Yeah,
shot.
I know. I never had Scar use
one,
that
so I
to
get a
begin with.
test act anyway.
So basically, what I'm gonna do is probably just tune the comm link that I have to Ascara's. Because since I already had a comm link.
Hmm?
So now my comm link's linked into all of yours.
Trolleys and droids bearing trade goods from worlds all around the Outer Rim push their way through the crowd. Humans, Twi'leks, Bothans, Trandoshans, and Aqualish are among the myriad species negotiating deals with buyers and spaceport staff. Everybody perform a perception check. Seth, C2, and Makara. You guys notice your gaze is drawn to a tall, cloaked figure standing beside one of the entrances to the lower levels of the city. The creature seems to be surveying your position through a pair of electro-binoculars. As you watch, he lowers his hands, and you see that he is an alien with an elongated green-black snout in place of a mouth. The alien's eyes are hidden behind heavy, dark goggles.
Wait, what?
He seems to be a typical member of the Kubas species.
Oh.
Wait. He was using binoculars and wearing goggles.
Say, once I see that, I would point it out. I would point out to you two and anyone and all the rest of the group that apparently didn't see it.
He reveals his face. You've been rickrolled.
So are you guys gonna try to?
I think we know who that is.
So are you guys gonna look to see?
Yeah, no look.
Okay, well before you can get a chance to see it, it slips away into the tunnels beneath the spaceport.
I didn't see anything. What are you talking about?
I think they back me up. I'm pretty sure they would back me up on that.
There's me for refrigerator.
Right. Setting blaster, just
Oh.
Are we back?
I think you
know how to use that.
Okay. Are we gonna? I'm gonna look to you. Are we gonna chase it?
no. I don't think we need to chase it.
All right.
Let's go look at our new ship. I'm
Oh, you got a new.
going to see the upgrades.
Oh, so that was that your ship that blew up?
Makara was there.
Makara was there.
Yes, for the most part. I guess I would be the de facto owner of the ship.
That is incorrect.
Actually, it's I can't do a Wookiee roar. It's Lorix.
Well, who hasn't been here in ever?
Loric was the one that killed Trex.
Yeah.
Yes, but I was
hell was that?
I don't know
I was the only one that was supposed to be on that ship to begin with.
But Loric was
really shitty
Yeah.
as hell.
doesn't mean it's yours. The owner was killed by Loric, therefore it became Loric's.
Nope.
You mean the character who's
That's
never
some
here
kind of
anymore?
language in Star
No,
Wars.
he's been here.
Yeah.
Are we chasing the?
No.
No.
He slipped away.
And he decided to just let says Laster's done. So, and I'll probably do that in my back pocket essentially.
So, Burban sees to it that the speeder is parked and then leads you back down to the room in the subterranean area of the city. Once again, whispers the Twi'lecian code words that are exchanged and the doors open. Nin is clearly pleased to see you. She grins warmly and spreads her arms wide. Toki's friend! It's Nin! Hi, Nin. It's me, Toki. What? Nin actually liked Toki. Thank you so much. Our friends in New Mean have much to thank you for. We must talk about what happened. But first, I have someone I want you to meet. She gestures towards one of the couches to the side of the room, occupied by a rather short and stout Bothan. He regards you with wide, intelligent eyes and nods a curt greeting.
Boffins.
This is Ota, and he has some news that might be of concern to you.
Of course. Is that all you Boffins are good for?
You. Shut up.
Dude, shut up.
Yeah.
So, Nin and Burr leave you to speak with Ota in private. The Bothan clears his throat. Nin has told me a good deal about you, and I have a project underway that could make use of a group as resourceful as yourself. Apparently, he was not told about the other incidents. So Ota says, if they discover that you're alive again, you could have some very dangerous people hunting you. People like Bosk or even the Mandalorian. So the job I have in mind for you will bring you into contact with those who are currently engaged in a deal with Teemo. If you negotiate well with them, they can provide you with an opportunity to strike at the Hutt from the heart of his own palace. I won't lie to you, there is some risk, but you will have a better chance following my plans than you'll have once these bounty hunters discover you're alive again. I will, of course, also see to it that you are rewarded for killing or compromising Teemo the Hutt.
Oh, we're dealing with him.
Well, he should have the credits on hand to pay his hunters, and I will make sure any such money passes on to you.
Well, and now Makara's gonna speak up. Well, I guess if I am to join you guys, I might as well show you the truth. And I drop my change form.
I'm gonna click on fire.
Pash is like, what?
Can I? Is there any way to?
It's
No.
on.
Do you have? It's just a stun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would like to talk some.
Well, he fired.
Quit robbing me of the chance to play the game, please. I basically spent the entire last game in a cell doing nothing.
No, the entire last game you spent as Makara.
No, the entire last game I spent as of 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I spent as Oscara,
Yeah.
sitting in a jail cell being interrogated.
Yeah, but this time you were Makara.
Yep.
Honestly,
If you hadn't dropped your
form, they probably would have been fine with you.
Well,
Just you showed.
well, I feel.
We're
Well,
just like,
I'm trying to be bluntly.
this is off.
Okay, so
I'm trying to be honest.
what's your
You're
attack for that?
thinking.
Yeah.
I'm a Claudite,
Well, you're a Clyde.
which means I have to shapeshift.
Okay, do you have any defenses I should know about, Honor?
I have 5 soak.
Well, I meant like defense.
Yeah,
Well, no, I
stun
didn't.
doesn't really go
I
for
didn't get any of the defense items because they came with encumbrance.
Yeah, stun ignores, yeah, so, because it doesn't do damage, it just kind of makes you unconscious.
Is there any way that it wouldn't?
What's your agility?
My agility is a 3.
Okay.
Sorry.
So then, yeah, I have this pretty set then. Yeah, he manages to avoid it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I am not your enemy. I was actually here when the ship blew up.
That doesn't mean you're not.
How do we know you didn't blow up our ship?
I'm sorry, I'm pointing
Because
to...
I
I'm
was
taking my
because I was-
gun out too.
Because
Yeah.
I was attempting to repair the ship when it blew up. I was
Fine,
helping
then.
repairs.
Let us restrain you then.
Fine, and I even tossed you a pair of binders from Ascar's body.
Alright.
Can I do the honors? Ascaro was my friend.
Sorry, I panicked.
Sure.
Oh.
Pash.
Yes.
So I am sad to
So-
say, and before you said look at him, I am sorry to say that the girl was in the blast radius.
He slaps him on roughly after you say that.
Can I walk up to him and interrogate him, like, what were you actually repairing the ship, like, when it blew up or something?
I think we should work that out later.
Alright.
We don't have time to work that out now.
Does this Defender class ship have the holding cells?
Doubt it.
Yes.
It does? What?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean the previous ship did. We had 2 holding cells. One had
Oh, yeah.
Boroban in it.
Oh, okay.
My box.
You actually get a call about it from Boroban. Hey, your box came in. They're loading it onto your new ship for you.
I have.
Wait. Stand by for a second. So, the squad of about 4 Battletoads are going to come out of the box and come over to where we are.
Okay, that's gonna be like a minute.
Yeah.
You
Wait.
got more battle droids?
He has an entire box full of droids.
Can I just shoot them?
What's the incredibly high chance that they're going to
Good
get
luck. Basically they're all kind of suspicious on me right now.
That is true, right?
It's-
Twi'leki and
it's-
Twi'leks are not
Inside
big fans of them, though. Oh, you said inside the ship? You guys aren't in the ship yet, though.
Yeah. We're not in the ship yet?
No,
we're still at Nini's.
Yeah, we're at Nin's.
You're at Nin's, and I'm just sitting there handcuffed at the moment.
Yeah, Otto was telling you guys about what he wanted you guys.
And I decided to show what I could do as a help to the party. Essentially.
Ota now is just standing there, kind of wondering what's going on. He's like, "So, are you guys interested in the job? Not interested?"
To bring down,
Sorry about the interruption.
I don't want
to bring down someone like Teemo, I would love to join.
I don't want to do the job.
What do you have against Teemo the Hutt?
I've
I still have my gun pointed at you.
yes. I've been
I guess I'll
living
put
here.
that
I've been
too.
living here after my
Yeah.
entire
I think we all have
after my town was slaughtered by Teemo's men for pretty much no reason other than sport. I joined this group because I joined this.
Community.
Well, I was trying to think more of the rebellion bit. I kind of joined in with the entire rebellion kind of bit.
Oh, well, you might not want to say that with some of the people in this party.
Well, I joined this community. I joined this community as they were against Teemo, and I've been helping ever since. And I've been helping out as much as I can. My skills I am very well versed in technology.
Ota speaks up. He does speak the truth. He has been useful. I've seen him around here for a couple of years now.
In fact, I was just in the process of giving a couple more computer parts to upgrade your Fang when the entire ship went up in smoke. And
then why did you not reveal yourself before now?
Well, for the same reason that this has occurred. If I stayed in my true form after the explosion, who do you think would have received part of the blame? Would have possibly been one of the first people blamed? An outsider?
No, I would have still blamed the Mandalorian. He says that's
However, an outsider, as someone who was not a Twi'lek working on the ship. I would have probably been one of the first few blamed.
Okay, so, anyways, Ota's like, now that the situation's calmed down a bit,
That's racist.
Oh,
What he said.
what did he say?
You think they'd immediately blame the outside?
I would be one.
Well, I mean,
It
did you guys blame the outsider though?
No.
What you got against
We
the
blame one of
outsiders?
our own before we blame
Yeah.
Well,
He blamed the
again.
Mandalorian and I blame Pig.
Like,
Well, okay,
we
and a newcomer to the
wait,
group.
out of character, we immediately jumped to it being one of our own rather than it being the Twi'leks.
Which, funny enough, what if it had been the Twi'leks?
Yeah, because
So, Ota's like, I have been invited to a private function to be hosted by a Geonosian Duke, Duke Piddock. I am not expected to turn up myself, of course, but the Duke will expect a few guests to appear as representative of my interests. This Duke recently planned to do some deals with Teemo, then changed his mind. As it happens, this Duke has a rival, Duke Dimmock, who is due to deliver some goods to Teemo in a few days. If Dimmock knew what made Piddock change his mind, he might agree to help us. Is that understood? I realize it's a little complex.
And how can we trust you?
Well, I'm
The
work
same,
with.
reason the same reason you could trust any of your any of the other of your friends.
I don't
Considering
trust
the
any of them.
Considering
Any of the friends.
Well, we all have a
Thought we
vest.
had come to an understanding.
We all have a vested interest in getting rid of Teemo.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've known each other for a
Wait,
day.
did
We're
you just say that in
basically
character?
brothers.
Yeah, I did. I said that in character.
He does. He just said in character he doesn't have a reason to get rid of Teemo.
He doesn't.
I need a reason. I'm with y'all, but I don't care.
Because he's trying to kill your brother?
He
By
did- your
birth?
brother- yeah, your brother was part of the bounty.
I don't know that though.
Yeah, you do. Your brother would have said.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Your brother would have told you by now.
Plus, he did show all the bounties.
We are to find out from one Geonosian what caused them to turn from Teemo in order to convince another Geonosian currently working with Teemo to help us instead.
And I'm guessing gunpoint won't help with that.
And then,
Probably not.
We can lead
But-
them to believe that we're the good people.
but you know that Geonosis is a mere parsec from Tatooine, and had heard many stories about the strange and insular aliens who were their near neighbors not so long ago. It is weird hearing that there's any type of society left, though, as rumor had it that the Empire had wiped them out after the construction of the Death Star.
Well, that was only a few days ago.
Was it?
No, because the Death Star just blew up. So that wasn't a few days ago.
That was what
The
years
Death
ago?
Star blowing up was a few days ago.
Yeah,
But it was finished.
it was finished probably a week before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, the Geonosian part was done way before that.
Yeah, but the rumor was that they were destroyed after the construction.
Yeah. Are you guys not interested what the party's about?
Because
Because, yeah, I was about to say, he's sending you to a party and you have no idea what the party's
so
about.
what is this party for?
I'm not going to the party.
You're not a party person?
No.
I'm 4 years old.
Is it a formal party? Do we need to?
Well, some Geonosians are fed up with the Empire choking off their trade and also trying to eliminate them, reasonably. People like Piddock are reaching out to the black market, the Hutt cartel, and others. This party is about making the contracts necessary to do that business.
So a lot of us need to change armor.
Can I possibly sneak into the party, but not be attendee?
And this is where you guys could use someone like me.
You're gonna have to go as... Because they're gonna be... It's a small party.
Oh.
Like, it's very close-knit community.
I'm gonna ask him. Do you have a guest list?
I actually don't know who else is invited. Anyone who's there will probably be like you, acting on behalf of someone else, and eager to keep their employer's true identity, or their own even, secret. I won't bother prying into such things.
So anyone can come in any appearance.
Well, in a sense.
I'm just in character. I'm trying to figure out what should I basically change into, if anything.
The Vancore.
You should just be yourself.
I was just making sure I didn't need to be anything.
No, because it's different. It's different communities. There's different. Like I said, they're trying to get like different black market groups to help them with trade. Because currently they're cut off entirely.
Yeah.
Especially since people believe they're dead.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, I will go.
I'll go too.
Okay.
If
So-
y'all will allow me.
I'm going
No.
to I'm gonna roll leadership and be like, yes, as the leader of this group, I'm going to say that we will participate in this on your behalf.
I don't think you really need to. Well, from what I'm understanding, everybody's kind of okay with going.
Yeah, but this is the
This is to get.
This
This
is
is
fun.
like so that other people in the party are starting to see me as a leader. It's one.
Okay.
yellow, one
This is
green.
my point.
One
of
yellow,
control.
one green.
Totally. Yeah. It makes it so that other people in the party see me more in a leader-like position.
Or we can use them as a decoy.
That's always true.
They do not see you more as a leader.
Let me do it then.
What's your leadership?
Wouldn't he have a disadvantage being the newer part of the party too?
Yeah.
I think 2 yellows and a green.
What is it? What's the skill?
Leadership is presence.
Okay, what's your presence?
3,
Okay, what did you rank in it?
2.
So then, yeah, 2 yellow and a green.
Yeah, I'm getting better at this.
And you would have a disadvantage because.
Yeah, because you're new to the party.
Dang it!
I could roll, but I would have major disadvantage.
They see you're closer, but you're also not quite the leader.
Let's no.
Let's figure this out
No,
later.
No, I want to say one roll for the shenanigans, Toki.
Toki thinks he's the leader. You guys should follow me.
For the shenanigans, let's
Roll
do it. Let's do it for the
If
shenanigans.
Toki makes it, I'm gonna be pissed.
You're welcome.
Well, he's high, and he's also.
Which
not-
mean
And most of the people in the party don't really trust him. Actually,
he's high, so he gets a boost. But since the people don't trust him, he gets a
I
setback.
don't think anyone in the
My
party
character
trusts
trusts
Toki
him.
at this point, except for like Amala.
And
And
JP's
JP. He also has 2 yellow and a green.
He's gonna make it though. Watch, Toki's gonna be the leader, and I'm just like.
And I would say yes.
That's awesome.
It did it.
Yeah, Toki's leader.
Send that group chat. Send that
I
group
walk
chat.
away.
You feel a strong urge to follow Toki.
Out of game, do I get something good for that happening?
You like power? I mean, you like reason?
Toki made us to grace.
You like reason, intelligence, and much,
He
much
he
more.
did it by force
So
success.
inspiring. But it's
But you have
God annoying.
Oh god.
I mean, as an Inquisitor, they are.
They're known for leadership.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
can
find this acceptable.
The fact that Talon is
can I
okay with
question
it.
his leadership because he's
Well,
high?
I said for now.
Do you know that he's high?
Yes,
I thought,
actually,
yeah,
yes,
everybody knows
yeah. He
that.
saw.
Yeah.
He saw.
In game,
Yeah, he
knows.
saw.
He was
saw
there
it.
when he was given the.
Oh, the pure real.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was there.
I want to question him and his leadership because he's high.
Toki is best leader because of high.
I'm just gonna be sitting there laughing.
Because of high.
Unlock his instincts and his
New T-shirt. I
connection to the force somehow.
Okay, we probably need to get.
Yeah, let's keep going.
We need to get this moving.
This is acceptable.
I still
For
get
now.
to sit in the captain's chair.
Toki's okay with that. After watching all of this, Oates is just like, okay, well, I need to make some arrangements. I will be back in the morning to see you taken to Geonosis. I encourage you to talk about it amongst yourselves. Come up with a detailed cover story of why you might be invited to a party held by a Geonosian Duke. He thinks that I'm an arms dealer, so he'll expect you to want to buy weapons from him. That will do for the Duke, but you'll need yet another cover story for the rest of the guests. So Ota leaves the room. Nin and Buraban are somewhat shocked to learn about the details of Ota's offer, though they do say that it sounds like a perfect opportunity to strike at the hut. So just remember, you will be attending a party held by Duke Piddock, where the Duke will expect you to try to buy weapons from him. Your true reason to go to the party is to find out why Piddock ended his business with Teemo. You hope that if you know why that is, you can tell Teemo's new partner, Duke Dimmock, and Dimmock will also stop business with Teemo and help you instead. Should you fail to find out why Piddock cut ties with Teemo, any information that makes Teemo look bad to a Geonosian can be helpful.
I do not think it was wise.
Yeah, you're covered on that.
So, when it comes to weapons, I know what weapons we need to be buying.
I need to buy parts. Weapon parts.
Okay.
If
We
you-
need anti-air cannons, as many as we can get. The Geonosians are known for building those.
I think you mean the sonic blasters.
Yes.
Out of game, don't forget you guys needed cover story for your cover story.
Well, the seats. Well, as soon as I create
So wait,
one.
we can't just say we're better than you. Get out of our way.
Well, because you're going as the party posing as something.
You
As
can go with somebody's mercenary, they or bounty hunter they bought.
I can straight up say I'm an arms dealer. I can straight up say I'm one of the contacts of an arms dealer.
nobody else at the party is going to be. Well,
I could do nothing.
they're going to try to avoid doing that at the party.
Well,
So, here's the story. I will be a Narutoan diplomat from Naboo. Wait.
Nen speaks up. You could pose as traders, hoping to establish a regular trade of risset stew, trying to help feed Geonosis teeming billions. I'll even offer a few barrels of the stuff to help with your credibility. Also, if you don't want to spend your own money, you could buy a few Geonosian weapons for my people. I can give you 3,000 credits to buy guns for us. Hopefully that'll be enough for 2 or 3 guns. You all should probably rest now, though.
I do have an idea. Yeah. We are trying to break up the ties between the Geonosians and Teemo the Hutt.
Correct.
If we were to steal ships from the Geonosians and use them to attack Teemo's holdings, then it would turn Teemo against them, without us having to convince the Geonosians.
possibly.
Yes, but that would be incredibly difficult. Do you know how many Geonosians are around at any given moment?
I'm saying.
Considering
don't forget
the
that I'm.
against their race, not that many.
Don't forget that I'm.
Also, where do you think you're going to get the ships from? They're all underground now.
Don't forget you have me.
We're going to a party and those people got there somehow.
Yeah, but they... So you're not stealing Geonosian ships, you're stealing the ships of the guests.
The Duke had a ship.
Yeah, but it's deep underground and surrounded by thousands, if not more, Geonosians.
Well, you do have me.
Sounds more like
You
to me.
speak perfect Geonosian.
Do I have language abilities?
What's your intellect?
My intellect's 3.
I speak Geonosian.
But my deceit says I can pass off as a person for the shapeshift.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean your language is
Okay.
efficient.
Alright.
Nope.
I speak Geonosian.
But can you teach it to me quickly?
No.
Well,
Can
I
you
think,
teach it to me in 5 seconds?
actually, wait a minute. Here's the thing I have to ask about my shape ability.
Let's just get going and we can talk about it. It's going to take us a day or so to get there in the first place. We'll have all the time and to talk.
So, in the morning, after you guys rest, Ota reappears. Once more, he sits down with you and makes sure that you know what you are doing. He compliments you on your plan and encourages you to improve on any areas about which you are confused or naive. I have finalized arrangements. The party is due to start in 12 hours, more than enough time for you to make a hyperspace trip from Ryloth to Geonosis. This communicator, the Bothan holds up a small electronic device, provides the encrypted signal that will allow you through the Geonosian security cordon. Make your way to the abandoned landing pads of Gogum Hive, a small ghost city to the north of the planet. You won't have anybody to look after your ship, and you'll have to go deep into the tunnels to find the actual city that the Geonosians have been forced by the Empire to relocate to. What?
I said I'll come up with an idea.
Well, there you'll find some of them to lead you to the party. The next morning, you should follow the tunnels west to find Duke Dimmock's home. Once you are there, use this communicator to contact me so we can plan our next move.
I'll add his encryption to my personal backlog of encryptions.
Alright, so you guys get aboard your new ship, the Claws of Roxas.
Okay, out of game question. Would it be viable for me to ask somebody to get the parts that I want from the party, and I stay with the ship? Did that work?
He's asking you in game, I guess.
No, he's asking
Yeah, I
how
was out of game.
Well, you can ask in game if they'd be willing to do that as their
and
characters.
also out of game, couldn't we just convince them that we're the people? Well, yeah.
Well, see, the Duke doesn't need anything because he believes you're just there to buy guns. It's for the rest of the people at the party because Ota basically doesn't want the rest of the people at the party to know why you're there.
So I'm gonna be posting as a guy trying to sell the, what was it?
The stew?
Stew.
Yeah, so that way you can help feed the now poor Geonosians who
And technically, I can kind of pose as someone who's just
are cut off.
We're not going to,
no, as tack for basic tack.
yeah, but we're not going to really trust you enough to go on such a sensitive mission. When it comes to fighting stuff, yeah, you can come along, but on such a delicate mission, we need to go in with a small, but precise tactical team. So,
What are we
Just so you know,
flat?
well, just so you know, this mission is there will not be fighting. So I hope you guys are good at your
yes.
persuasions and
That's why I said small, precise tactical
That's why I'm
team.
trying I'm trying to do as little talking as possible because I'm not good at persuasion. I have
well, this mission is not for Talon then.
I
I
have
have C2, but he has a droid just for that. It's
thing-
now.
I have logic. I have reason.
I have
I
deception.
probably have the advantage because I'm a
I am
droid.
made for
A tactical
deception.
droid.
But do you have 5
Right.
greens deception?
I have a yellow and 2 green. And if I shapeshift, I could upgrade my deceit.
But when you board the Claws of Raxus at Naubat Spaceport, you find that it has been fully fueled and repaired with new upgrades, making it stronger than even the Fang.
Noise.
Very nice ship.
The journey to Rylot from Rylot to Geonosis is uneventful, proceeding exactly as Ota describes.
I'm gonna plug in and set up some security
I'm
measures.
just going to say, what are y'all going to do with me?
They're going to be in the hold. For
You
now.
don't need to
Alright.
do a check for that because there's nothing stopping it.
In game, would anybody go to the party and buy my dark saber parts while I stay with the ship?
How would we get lightsaber parts at this kind of party?
Well,
It
It is a weapon broker.
it is one of those parties where you can possibly
Actually-
find every type of person.
You could, yeah, because you could always make a deal with some of the other people at the party.
and remember what happened on Geonosis. A bunch of Jedi died there.
Yeah, so there's my parts. too.
Touche.
Oh, I
Now,
just realized
most of those
something.
were probably recovered, but most likely a few of them were left.
So,
If y'all can find the parts, I will offer a reward to whoever can
so,
hear somebody for the
One
parts.
Toki gun.
Ah.
so the Geonosians at Gogum Hive are expecting people such as you to arrive for the party, and are happy to escort you to the venue.
Except I'm sitting.
You're gonna be there. I'll text you while you're at the party,
And I'm guessing y'all leave me.
and you're at the party because of
You're coming
you work
with
for Dimok.
Well, he's saying I was left in the hole
Oh,
before.
fuck.
Yeah,
Because remember
we're going to.
Remember what you read when I showed you at
It
the
would be
beginning?
it would be nice to
shit.
have.
So you're at the
Wow.
party. So you're at the party too.
Hi
I'm
guys.
gonna
What's
stay
up?
at the show.
And you can leave.
So-
You can leave.
But we haven't gotten to the party yet.
But hey,
I'm at the
What's
party.
your-
Just giving you a heads up.
What's
Still over
your?
here at the party eating pasta.
So hold on. What's your? What are all your diplomacy like things?
Charm and
Like what are their names?
Fisto.
I have 2 in charm and 1 in
Kid
deception.
Yes.
Okay. I feel like I never
That's
really help.
legit.
Gentlemen, I know you're so bad. What about you? What are you?
I can charm people possibly.
Diplomacy.
It's time for his birth.
What is
And this
diplomacy?
time I will be there.
Like it's just your social ones like charm, coercion,
Flat stage.
cool, coordination, deception, discipline, leadership.
Well, my leadership is legit.
Yeah, but that's not gonna help in this situation. So it looks like you don't have anything but 2s and
Yeah.
3.
That's why I'm staying on the ship.
You,
Diplomacy.
you're, there are only good one is deception and you, and that's not that good.
Well,
So-
again, I said if I change form at all, I can up my deceit.
So
I believe.
I don't think we.
I
have-
sent you a message.
Well, all we need to do is get a Geonosis for him to turn into.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, I
Trying
can
to
keep
convey
that
a
with
false
emotion.
appearance. To convey my false appearance, anyway.
The people we're going to take with us:
Okay.
Talon, Ishmael, my droid.
Wait, I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
you turned it off.
You're not gonna go. I thought you're a Geonosis guy.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
you have
speak
your-
Geonosis.
You're our translator.
You're gonna translate. Well, Ishmael can
Should have-
speak pretty much any language, but that's
And honestly, for the most part, they're going to be speaking a lot of basic. Or at least the important people are.
so. Talon, Ishmael, Imala, And
Tucky!
No.
no,
No.
The leader must go!
one of the
In front-
Mandalorians.
My lord,
Son of a bitch.
wait. It would be beneficial for you to stay here. Your overwhelming power would deter anyone from taking the ship.
That is true.
So which
Nobody
one-
would ever take the ship with me here.
So which one of you two Mandalorians wants to come with?
I'm not going.
You should probably go. Because I don't have Jared's sheet.
Fine.
Here, put this on. I'm just gonna pull out a fancy suit.
I'm not doing any
You
crazy
basically want me
shit
to
with
put on the
this
invader
party.
keeper.
I guess I'll find
I
my
want
own.
you to wear this mechanical bow tie
I guess I'll wear my own. Find my
Why?
own.
Mechanical bow tie.
to look more.
Actually,
fine.
correction, Rister can go. Rister can go instead.
Who's Rister?
Jared's character.
Okay. Why
But
can't I do
Okay.
Yeah, Rister can
I
go.
need you to look
I have a
as
sheet.
proper as we possibly can. So wear this
If you
jacket
want
and
me
bow
to-
tie.
If you wish me to look more proper,
Can
get me a
Jared find
paint
my
job.
parts? His character?
He
Need
can.
some crackers with that salt, Kiari?
I'm gonna point a paint gun at a paint gun,
Okay.
and I'm just going
I'm
to
just gonna step kind of off to the
close your optical receptors.
I cannot do that.
pulls out tape.
What's your agility?
My agility is 2.
And what will you do with my gold highlights?
I'm gonna take them off too. I'm just gonna paint you black.
I'm waiting for you to start painting.
Okay.
Wait, what? Why would you paint me black?
It's not quite the best paint job.
Why would you not paint me red?
Can I push him over it before he takes the tape off?
But it's what?
Can I push him over before he takes the tape off just to like mess with him?
I mean, he's not gonna know. Well, yeah, you're not gonna know who does it.
I want to push him over.
Okay, so he pushes you over.
Wonderful, Jason.
You just fire at the ceiling.
He's a turtle.
No, I'm
putting-
firing at an angle.
What?
I'm firing it at an angle.
Oh, okay.
He's trying.
I'm firing at the direction I was pushed from.
Okay.
He was
Well.
pushed from the back. Like, no.
Oh, yeah. Then yeah. How are you
You'd
gonna?
have to
You
do-
were actually pushed down, so you would have to go, which would be a setback because you're blind, and another setback because you're shooting from behind.
Well, going at another one because I'm out of firing and it's an inaccurate weapon.
So 4 setbacks.
You're just hurt. You're just. You're
Okay.
just
What's your
destroy-
gun's attack?
He's just destroying the
One
ship
yellow,
at
one
this
green.
point.
Yeah, pretty much.
Quit firing.
And don't forget my agility too. My agility kind of goes into this. I think.
Well, no.
You do not need it.
You
Yeah.
do not need it.
Uh,
That's a lot of negs already.
Damn.
Without you.
Yeah, you do not hit a thing.
scarred up the new
You just
ship.
messed up the ship. That's all.
I only fired like 5 shots.
And I just
I
walk
guess
away.
start repairing
A
the
couple of
ship.
minutes to repair.
I walk away before he gets back up and takes the tape
It
off.
only took one to destroy the
Sabine can fix that up while you're gone.
Alright.
Technically, I could too. But
True.
What about your third eye?
I already did that.
It's like, who pushed me over?
Why did you paint me black? Why is it such a shoddy job?
Well, I'm sorry. I only can build droids, not paint them. I usually have someone do that.
We should head out now, Rister says.
Yeah, let's go.
So,
I'll get it professionally done.
the Geonosis at Gogum Hive are expecting people such as you to arrive for the party and are happy to escort you to the venue. The only thing they stipulate is that offensive weapons are left on board the Claws of Raxus. You may take pistols to the party, but larger weapons will have to be left behind.
So,
So,
fiber.
is my
knife.
sword okay?
No.
Yeah.
Just
No.
in case you
The
want to
fiber
shoot
knife
each other.
be okay
Don't-
too.
Knives are okay, but swords no.
basically,
I have a
basically
sword.
anything.
So, you want me to leave it? This is just a normal vibra sword. It's not going to be
Anything
that
you can
bad.
conceal.
Yeah, anything you can
It's
consider.
only a little serrated.
It's like you can't bring that knife with you. It's just a
I'm
fiber.
taking my life.
See, the knife would be fine, but the Rister's going, remember?
Are you
No,
really,
I ended up saying I was gonna go because
Just
I
a
said I was gonna go
fighter
before you told me he could.
Me
But I was
too.
like, no, don't
Are
worry
you
about it.
Okay.
expecting combat? Are you going to attack the Geonosis?
Fine.
That would be very rude of you.
Here. Put my sword next to my box.
Okay, Rister will take it back since he's going instead, apparently.
And I'm guessing y'all leave
Oh,
me
yes.
in the cell.
Here.
Yeah, you're in the cell.
Yeah, I had some.
Well, I was talking to
extra.
them because they kind of have
Extra
control.
Yeah, I think they left you in the cell.
Well, I could try to pick my way out.
So
There's a bag at the end.
the Duke's party is you guys eventually get there, and the Duke's party is an exclusive affair. Ostensibly, he is showing off his new cantina, a lavish but somewhat cramped chamber dug out of the Geonosian rock, intended to draw off-world spacers and their business to the hive. You enter the cantina, the saloon-style doors flanked by a pair of the biggest Geonosian soldiers you have ever seen.
Holy shit.
They
I'm
have
not saying much.
they have the largest wide-bore blaster rifles that you have ever seen too, clearly of some improved Geonosian design. You imagine that Duke Piddock has employed the guards partly for intimidation, but also partly as sales pitch. Their guns are very impressive. Inside, the decor is something of a surprise after the rough, rocky walls of the hive at large. Clearly, someone has designed the cantina in order to appeal to the cosmopolitan clientele. From the cantina stage, an upbeat jazz band has been commissioned to provide some entertainment. The band consists of a lanky Bith on Cluehorn, a hyperactive Rhodian on Mozbox, and a blue-skinned Twi'lek blowing a mean siren whistle. A pallid and exotically dressed Twi'lek girl with stunningly long, Liku intoned sultry vocals over the frenetic melodies. A couple of Geonosian workers man the cantina bar, and a Roche J9 protocol droid is stationed nearby. An old Geonosian with a number of golden bangles and pieces of gilded armor stands close to the bar, speaking to an elegantly dressed human woman. Not far from them is a table occupied by a young human man and woman, clinking their glasses and laughing. A Gand in dusty and tattered robes sits by himself in the corner of the room, and a young Celestian male sips his drink and watches the band with a Gungan beside him, occasionally glancing over their shoulder at a female dressed elegantly who is also in the room. And the final guest, a Toydarian who flutters nearby. 3 small private rooms line the wall to your right, clearly set aside for guests who wish to talk without fear of eavesdroppers. Alright. So,
Can I make the first move?
yep.
I want to start talking to people to see if they have any known whereabouts about lightsaber parts.
Don't.
Do not.
Yeah, just
That's not a
You can
good
say
idea.
weapon parts in general, then you could probably modify them, but
I'll hit weapon parts, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Who are you going to walk up to?
Can I just do like a roll to just go around kind of asking people briskly to see it?
You might want to play it smart. You might want to pick somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, who do I have to pick from again?
You got the human man and woman,
Okay.
the elegantly dressed there's 2 elegantly dressed human women. There's a Gand, a Celestian and Gungan, and a Toydarian.
Come on, sir. Go ahead and get her in the story.
Okay, so you walk up to this one woman who's here at the party,
Hi, Vanessa.
sitting by herself for the most part, but drinking some wine.
Sisu.
All right, so he walks up to you.
You gotta start talking.
Oh
As she pounds fries.
Shit.
no!
Gotta make these
That's
fries fast.
surprisingly.
Wait, you were coming as our bodyguard. Why are you walking around talking to people?
Stupid questions?
No,
That's actually a really smart question.
yeah.
You're
Ruin this
supposed
for
to be there. You're Mandalorian. You're supposed to be there looking like our bodyguard.
You kind of just walked away from them.
Yeah, that makes.
I'm playing it smart. I'm
No,
playing
you're
it
not. You're
again.
playing it the exact opposite of smart. You're the least blending in person here.
I'm gonna
You're
point my gun at you. Ask me another question.
Okay, let's see.
I think he's talking to you out of game.
Yeah, out of
Oh,
game.
okay. Oh,
You're
okay.
in full Mandalorian armor with a
No,
bow
I'm
tie.
assuming.
Yeah, you gave him the suit.
Yeah, but still, you're not gonna. You're still
I
gonna wear
can
your
ask you,
Mandalorian stuff. I assume.
does my shapeshift
I'm not-
also
I'm
get
blending in, that's what I'm
changed,
saying.
like,
I'm
what I
walking
would
away
look
from
like
that.
I'm wearing?
I'm
Or just
blending
my
into the
basic?
crowd.
So you took your helmet off.
If I do my shapeshift, does
So we
it
get to
change
see
what
your
it looks like
face.
I'm wearing?
Just you.
Okay, so okay.
So what's going on?
Everybody sees my face now.
I don't have a picture for that.
But everybody still doesn't know that I'm Jared's brother. Nobody knows yet. So.
Yeah, Rister and
Because we
Seth.
still haven't seen Rister's face.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we never told anybody either. Too.
Yeah, and they've never told anybody.
So I heard that you guys were selling weapon parts.
Who told you that exactly?
Just people around the world. You know. I'm not using this. Like out of game, I'm not using this. So like y'all give me a second. But
Well-
yeah, okay, so I heard from a contractor that you guys were doing like weapon parts or something. Yeah, we know.
I'm the first person you've walked up into this room.
Excuse me, miss. My bodyguard knows not what he speaks of.
I assume so.
Yes, he's a Mandalorian.
That makes sense now.
What does that mean?
I'm C2.
Audrey,
What brings you to this fine party?
I'm a politician.
Ooh, politics. The most dangerous kind of combat.
If you say so.
We must discuss getting kind.
So,
I just look at him.
Your attempts to be charming are sickening.
oh please, if I wanted to be charming, I would roll dice for it.
What is this you speak of? This dice rolling.
You are being illogical. Why would you roll dice for that?
I do have a pair of dice in my character.
I find that answer vague and unconvincing.
All right. Well, there's plenty of other guests you guys are ignoring.
Sure. Just get,
Yeah.
hey, just get the parts and get the reward.
Let's go back and speak to the Duke, since he's the one that we are here to see.
Okay. Well, Duke Pittick flies over to you guys as you guys are heading towards him because he notices you guys are starting that way. Ah, I take it that you are the traders from Ryloth. Is that so?
It is
Very good. I hope this evening will prove to be profitable for us both.
very much so. I noticed those new glasses you have outside. Very nice.
Ah, thank you. I will be back, though. I have other guests to greet, but maybe we can discuss business once you've had a chance to speak.
Seduce him.
Once you've had a chance.
Hey, get him in our favor by seducing him. I'm just saying.
This isn't.
Roll.
Hold on. Let Keontae.
Alright. As you can see, I'm a fan of your Geonosis technology. My attendant here, Talon, is a close friend of mine and a very trusted droid.
If I could spit on you, I
Did you say that in game?
would. Yeah.
I do not understand
Spit.
I do not understand some of your culture. I assume that must be friendly, I guess.
So off character.
I assume as well. He hasn't been wiped in a while, so.
Ah, that makes sense.
Dude, is there anywhere where I can plug in?
Yes, there is a spot over there.
Thank you.
So, does his thing go off now?
Yeah, should I? How character?
Do it.
There's really no reason to.
Yeah, you have no reason really to.
Well, shenanigans.
Geonosis, they don't even breed outside of their species.
And also, it's kind of usually there's only one breeder.
Yeah.
It's the queen.
I think she'd be very offended that you tried.
Yeah.
Geonosis in general don't like.
They generally don't leave Geonosis in the first place.
Yeah.
So, there's also the droid that you can also speak to, as well as some others.
I'm gonna stay as far away from the Gungan as possible.
Both the Gungan and the Celestin notice.
I'm
You
just
want salsa?
sitting there drinking.
I guess I approach
C2.
C2.
If C2 had actual eyes, you would see him being very swifty-eyed right now. But since he has robot eyes, you can't really see that.
The tired zone.
Misa would like to know who you are, stranger.
C2. Just with my face faced the other direction.
You seem to be hiding something.
I'm hiding nothing.
You're awfully quiet.
I'm always quiet.
Do you have business here?
Yes, I'm here selling. I'm a trader. I'm selling things.
Misa think that's very vague.
He's got a point. He has you there. It is kind of vague the way you delivered that.
I didn't send
Don't-
it to him.
Don't worry
I
about
didn't
me.
send it to the group chat.
Talon.
I didn't have any other way to send it.
I'm gone. I'm up plugging your
I literally just had that.
Imala. Here. Here's. Eat this.
I thought he was
this
in the group.
nice
He
gungan.
is. I didn't send it to the group.
Would a robot like
Oh
to...
yeah, I know you didn't, but that's the only way to contact him.
What?
Imala.
I'm all.
He's not a robot.
So,
I know, I was talking to him.
oh, Talon?
A robot.
Oh, he's all the way on the other end of the bar.
Oh.
Imal is gonna, Should I do it?
What are you doing?
You're rolling charm against them?
No. Something else.
Wait, what are you
Then-
Misa would like to know what you would inquire.
Wait, what?
He's wondering what you're doing here.
Are we there basically bringing aid?
That's the story.
Yeah, we're just here. We've come here bringing.
We're just part of a
aid.
storyboard.
We're
man.
just here bringing aid for.
You're here looking for me.
I hope not. Only 15.
We're in the outer rim.
Yeah, even in the outer room, there's some standards.
Yep.
There's some standards.
I call bullshit on that.
Misa see you is not my type.
Who's going to
The huts.
And who cares about the huts?
If you're in the outer rim, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, you did.
Wow. But especially in the outer room.
Besides,
Does you have
he doesn't
any
know how
other
to see it.
companions?
Yes, meet my bodyguard. Seth.
I love how you guys are giving your real names too. That's the best part.
Yeah. Yeah, this place.
You're doing me!
Doom, that's all!
You see, that's the thing. Hey, the only person who's been
You can
saying
do
that
it,
name
but-
is Teal. You've been saying everyone's name.
Yeah, I'm super nervous because my identity could be revealed here.
It's our identity revealed.
You guys are fine for the moment.
And this is why I should
Is
have
the
been around.
reason why you're here?
Can I hack into that system?
Bodyguard. What I do.
There's no reason to. You're not gonna find anything.
Misa
I don't
got
know.
answers from you.
I can find that bank
Any of
account.
You
I mean, we're trying to buy weapons anyway.
you guys do notice. You guys do notice that the Gand is looking at you curiously after hearing all of your names.
Uh-oh. Look what you've done!
Kill the Gan.
Can I notice?
I would suggest not starting combat.
Oh, no, I was about to say. Can
How about I
can-
notice it and I walk over to them and be like, gentlemen, you might want to watch your backs.
I was actually gonna do the same thing.
Okay.
About to be
We still watch
like
from the
perception roll
sidelines.
and be like, hey, everybody, be on the lookout or something.
But hey, I'm just chilling in a corner.
Well, all of you guys noticed it. So
In the meantime, I'm just sitting in the cell in the data pad.
He's playing a game.
Pretty much.
Are there any other Geonosis?
okay.
You like all.
There's a droid.
Like, can someone play?
I'll go talk to him.
Okay. Greetings, Master. How may drone BG-222 service the colony? You wish to be introduced to the larval Celestian, Moonam, who wishes to visit colonies throughout the galaxy?
Why is he?
BZMB, he is enjoying the sonic vibrations.
Misa think you sound very weird.
I would actually like to converse
Yeah,
with you.
Okay.
Tell me about your
I'm on the
travels.
other side of the bar. We're all kind of grouped together.
I do not travel as I belong to the Duke. I am the Duke's droid.
Tell me about the dude.
So what would you like
Professor.
to know?
Well, everything.
Well, that's a bit broad.
You can never have too much information.
Right.
How about I tell you about our guest?
He's a think
Well-
they're very vague.
No, it's everything.
You could tell me about what kind of weapons he deals.
What?
You're not over there.
Geonosis, of course.
Old models or new?
No, they developed them themselves.
Do they have working factories?
Not like fast producing.
I'm getting used to my character. In the weird way he's supposed to talk.
Can we go somewhere else? It is very loud here.
I cannot do so. I have to service the other guests.
That is
That sounded so
disappointing.
wrong.
Yep.
I feel you could have taught me much about how the gear, the material that you sell here. My master would have much use for it.
The Celestian calls over the droid so that way he can ask him something. So the droid looks at you and says, "I must be off to service the Kali."
Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Talon, if you come over here, please. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Troy, please come over here.
I am still not
I'm
speaking.
going to go find someone else to talk to.
Okay. Well, you got the two humans that are sitting next to each other, the other human who's by herself, and the Toydarian and the Gand.
Let's go talk to the Tordarian and the Gan.
Well, they're not next to each other, but who would you want to talk to first?
Gan.
Okay. So let me pull that up for you. Okay. What? Okay, so you walk up to him. What brings droids and mammals such as yourself to the underground of Geonosis?
Droids and mammals.
We were hired to be liaisons to purchase weapons.
Hell?
The whole cover story.
It's going out the window.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening to you. I'm still pissed about you painting me black. Guys, I kind of walked away.
So, Vrix is the name of the Gan, and he is wearing a large traditional Gan garb.
I guess you can say we did a good gander at them.
What brings you here?
Hey, can I talk to C2 and be like, hey, I still need
kill
my
me.
parts?
I am a representative as a informal organization dedicated to promoting the interests of insectile and sentient species throughout the galaxy. Do you want to make a roll for that?
Yeah.
He's a rebel, kill him.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh, no.
what's your
Dan.
perception?
Detonators everywhere.
Yeah, got one on the right.
What?
Green.
3?
I think
Green.
I got
Oh, just one green. His cover story is not very convincing.
As
You
compared
need
to
to
our
work-
now non-existent cousins.
If you're going to make up a story, make it more convincing.
No, you're leader region. It's kind of like Halo.
Ooh.
Respawn.
He pulls a blaster on you. That's what I see in the
The
future.
droid is instantly killed.
I plan to ask Piddick for a weapons deal on behalf of some allies of mine.
It's a rebel, kill him.
Yep.
Gan bounty hunters, if you must really know.
It's a rebel, kill him.
You could have just been honest with me.
You could have been
Could
less
he have,
honest
though?
with him.
Wait. Is that the?
You said have been less
This is
honest
the
with
Gan.
him.
This is a different Gan.
Well, this is a Gan.
Yeah, way to be racist. He's not the Gan. He's not the one from Tatooine that you guys ran into. He is a different Gan, and that is racist.
Actually,
No, it's the same one.
Actually, I was talking in terms of the amount of people here. I didn't think there was more than one Gan at the
Oh no, he's the only Gan at the party.
So yeah, that's what I was saying.
I believe we could work together. Buying in bulk usually that's a better deal than buying separately.
We'll see.
If you decide to take me up on my offer, just give me a call. Oh. Here, do you have a comlink?
Yes.
I will give you a number.
Okay.
Or an encryption or whichever.
Yeah. It's a random one I made.
Okay.
Here's your manager.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Now I must go see about getting those guns.
Good luck.
Okay, so he walks away. You have one green perception.
And I will call on the power of the light.
Let's see how many lights you guys have left.
I think that's just
This
one.
is-
Yeah, I think that's the last one.
That's the last one, unless you want to start
Or
using
don't
dark side
and
against
fall
us.
down the stairs and die. Like, so you can't get that information.
Unless you want to.
Yeah, that's your last light side.
Unless you want to start using dark
Oh yeah,
side.
I should have just used it to get them to agree on the deal.
Or you can have them trip and
So,
die.
Or we can have the GM start using dark side on
I'll
us.
give you another green.
Well, I think the GM probably will start using dark side on us.
Well, wait, what's the difficulty?
It was 2 purple.
Mm-hmm.
It's average.
Yeah, I'll list it with just one. I won't use it yet.
Okay.
No, you can drop that one.
Hey, go ahead, yeah.
You don't mind that.
I don't mind higher level.
It's fair enough. I mean, it's a tie, so I'll give it to you. I feel like giving it to you. So you notice that as the Gan walks away, he goes to his wrist communicator, and he starts. Let's see. What's the exact wording I had here? I had some exact wording to help you. You notice that Rix discovers that a handsome bounty is being offered on you guys if you guys were found alive again.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh wait, I'm not included in the bounty, am I?
No.
Yeah.
The only one there but he's heard the name C2 because he heard C2 say it out loud.
Yeah,
Dang
but
it.
C2's on the bounty,
So let's see, it's C2 Talon.
and that's it at the party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
But that's still
No,
50.
and Pash.
This party
Pash isn't at the party.
sucks.
Yeah, he's
Well, Pash still has a bounty. I'm talking about who has a bounty.
Well, he was looking at just the party though.
Yeah.
So that's still 100,000 credits altogether for the two
We're
of
gonna have
them.
to take him out.
This party is terrible.
Well, the only one that noticed is Talon.
Yep.
Talon, tell me.
Yeah, Callum.
Well, we still got a mission here.
Oh yeah.
Like at elementary school.
And he's not going to attack you right this second. Because he understands
Mm-hmm.
that this is a bad place to do it.
Yeah.
Because
The thing he's
suddenly
gonna
he'll
do
become
is
the bad guy.
leave.
Well, because Rix doesn't want to. He doesn't want to mess up a deal.
So
I can
I'm
make it
going
up
to come back over to.
Yeah, we'll go back to where you guys are talking, Casey.
So, are you wearing traditional Nabooan clothing? Or are you just wearing what?
Who specifically are you talking to?
In-game.
Yeah, in game. Are you talking to her or Guggen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
He's ignoring you.
He's a not want to talk to me about.
It's too bad I'm not.
You look too familiar, so I'm not going to talk to you.
Oh.
Basically.
Okay, do we want to like start over? If we want what we're like comparing
He's asking what you're wearing.
Yeah.
clothes.
I mean,
Like traditional Nabooan clothes or something.
She's not from Naboo.
okay.
Well,
He's
traditional.
a very shady shit here.
Well, he asked about Nabooan clothes. She's not.
Because she was talking about this shit like.
No, she's wearing senatorial.
Yeah. So, you said you're a politician, right?
Yeah.
That means you've been to Coruscant many times.
Indeed.
Indeed, maybe.
I've been there a few times myself. Maybe we've passed each other. I don't know. It's a big city planet.
I'm usually underground.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Well, since you have Senate connections, I was hoping you could help me out a bit.
With what exactly?
Well, no, this is after the Senate's been decided, right?
Yeah, it's already been disbanded.
Since the Senate has been disbanded and you're sort of kind of out of the job right now, I was hoping that you could use your connections to help me out with a little project I'm working on.
Would you like to explain the details?
Of course. I'm just gonna tell her about this grand and project that I have to take down the Empire by building for an army.
Like you just gave her every detail.
Not every single detail, but just like details and
So
things
further
that
screwing yourself.
I'm saying it in a way that it's not implying that I want to take over the galaxy, but I'm wanting to use the droids to help bring down the Empire so that she can get her job back.
I know a guy. I'll talk to him.
Come find me after the party, we can talk more.
Oh my.
Oh my.
He may not have made his decision by then.
One last day in the glorious army of the Peppers.
Can I go talk to the shadowy figure in the corner with the robes?
What's
It was
that
like a
thing,
shadowy
man?
figure you was talking about earlier that was kind of just chilling off to the side in robes, I think.
Well, there's 2 people left. Well, there's 3 people left you guys haven't talked to. Well, 4. 3 groups, but 4 people. There's the human male and female, another human female, and the I'm losing track of where I am.
By the way,
Was it Celestial?
No,
Yeah,
by the way, you're getting a message.
Was it Celestial or something?
no, it's the
No,
Toydarian.
that live in the game. In the game,
Like
you're getting a
Watto.
message.
Like Watto. Toydarian.
Because
They fly.
Oh, with the snouts?
it's
Okay.
because it's just me telling you that your inane babbling has drawn the attention of bounty hunters.
I'm on high alert.
Which now that I think about it, would I have known about that now?
I'm sorry, my friend, and you're coming through kind of patchy in this underground area.
Yeah, it is kind of. You are underground, so.
It wasn't a voice call though. It was a
It was a text. It was
Yeah.
a text type message.
Oh.
it was a hollow message.
I'm sorry, you're coming through patchy in this.
C2 is screwing everyone over.
I literally type out the words, psst.
You make it. You're like one of those people on the phone whenever you try to pretend you're going through a tunnel. I'm going through a tunnel.
I look at. Is he still in the room?
Yeah, he's still in the room.
I look at him
Oh yeah, and there's just a Lustin as well. Sorry.
Like I said.
and I continue to look at him to see if I know who he really is. If I know.
Well, you're not going to know him from that because he's a droid right now.
Hmm.
He was trying to see if he knows who you are. He's not going to tell because you're a droid right now.
I'm not.
Oh, you
If
didn't.
I was with me, I'm not controlling it.
Oh, okay. So what's your perception?
Thanks. A yellow and a green.
Weak.
With our cybernetics throwing him off in
He can't. You can't tell.
Son of a bitch. He's right.
Can I go talk to the couple?
Hmm?
Can I go talk to the man and the woman and the man, the couple?
Oh, the 2 that are sitting together. Yeah.
Just make conversation. I guess
Yeah.
since we don't have people for them, let's just kind of
So-
make conversation.
Okay, so you got. So you sit over there.
Yeah.
Getting it on.
So.
Ouch, wow, wow.
Hi, I'm Orpo, and I'm Wex. We're the VO siblings.
The VO surgery?
Siblings. They're siblings.
Oh, okay.
Did we see you guys come in on that freighter? Looks like a good ship you got there. A little banged up and grotty, but a good ship. We fly a Nova courier ourselves, the lucky guess.
Oh, very nice. Did you bring things to sell and or trade at this function?
Well, we're free traders. That's another word for smugglers. We hope that if any of the other guests happen to do a deal with Piddock, then we can go on to commission. That will be commissioned to move the goods for you guys.
What type of things have you seen as you've traded?
Well,
Free traded.
Well, currently we have a contract with Duke Dimmock to fly to Tatooine tomorrow, in fact. Any other questions you have for them? They're going to Tatooine, which means they might know some information about what you guys want.
About the Duke?
About Teemo and the Duke.
Couldn't
How
even
can I
ask
word-
what they're
I'm
carrying.
trying to word
Sounds
this
like a
right.
weird sitcom.
So do you
And the
know?
Duke.
Do you trade with any of the big names from Tatooine?
Well, we know Teemo. We've worked for him in the past.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we moved some crates from Tatooine to Corellia for him a year ago. We don't know what was inside though. We are scheduled to make a delivery to him tomorrow though. Shh, you shouldn't have mentioned that. I'm sorry.
What?
What type of delivery is it that
This
you're
one's one.
delivering to him tomorrow?
Don't mind my brother. He's an idiot. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Nonsense. You never know. Maybe I can help you with your endeavors in some shape or form. Wink, wink. I could be a guard for you guys. You never know what type of trouble you can run into on that planet.
How about this? Are you trying to get a ride to Tatooine?
Possibly. Yeah.
Okay. Now, how covert does this ride need to be?
No one needs to know that I'm there. Covert.
Okay, well, Orpa asks for 1,000 credits each. Wex laughs it off, though, and asks for 500 credits instead.
That deal.
500 credits each?
Yes.
All right. You've got yourself a deal. Meet us at the spaceport tomorrow.
But we got transportation there now. Well,
We all
covert.
Well,
Covert transportation.
most of us don't have.
What are you talking about? We just got a free ship.
I got
That's
it.
more heavily armed.
Yes,
The
but
last
now,
one.
he's out of game. Now he's being taken directly to Teemo.
To his
Actually,
palace.
no. Because
And,
like I said, it's a free ship.
but he doesn't know who I am, so I'm kind of
Me.
like that guard from the.
I mean,
nobody knows.
question. What
He's
is
a
your
distraction while
morals?
we come in through the.
How moral are you?
We never set that up.
Well, you're at 50 currently.
Like good or
You're directly in the middle.
You're neutral.
Well, how do you feel about gunning down 2 innocent people?
No, yeah.
How do
By
you
that
feel
question-
about men?
I have a bad feeling about poor Wex and Orpa.
I don't think he has a problem with it. What concerns me?
Actually, the thing is, if he could get
Out of game, you might not want to kill Wex and Orpa because I was going to have them help join your party.
oh okay. Well, I mean, it's a good thing that I got a ride. With
Yes.
him, so I can kind of talk to him.
and the other thing is, if you can get my character,
No.
but no, I'm saying literally, we're basically the ones without a bounty at the moment.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay.
You're
I would have to talk to the party in game though to get you to come with me.
I mean, and you're a heavy hitter. I'm stealthy, deceitful, and I know some computers.
That could work.
But yeah, so. Anyways, yeah, don't kill Orpa and.
So wait, can I like talk to him about just me and him possibly getting a ride and everybody else goes on the ship?
You and.
Me and him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, they already agreed that you and whoever else, it's just 500 credits each.
Okay, so if it's just me anyway, I could.
Although you could always negotiate the price.
What would I need to negotiate the price?
I
What's
just lasted to that.
what's your negotiation?
Shit.
It'd be a negotiation check.
3 grains.
You don't have any ranks in it.
The only negotiation is like, you want toaster one?
Promise them more money.
I said none.
Toaster strudel?
You actually pass, and you manage to take them down to 250 credits.
The toaster strudel work.
Noise.
All right.
Negotiations, but what about negotiations with the lightsaber?
Ooh.
They said yes.
No, don't do that.
Oh, Jedi love
Let's keep
doing
them
that.
alive.
Also, you didn't bring it because they wouldn't let you.
Yeah.
That's true.
I thought
Wait,
they would.
Well, how would they know it's a lightsaber?
I bet
They've seen lightsabers before. They're
So wouldn't
Geonosians.
you have kept that concealed a bit?
Oh yeah, wouldn't it? Well,
They would have found
the
it.
dark saber I could have kept concealed because it's not an actual like like the blade. Like you can conceal that. I would think you can conceal the dark saber.
Well, actually, just for the sake of it, let's say that you didn't want them to find it, so you left it on.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
yeah.
you knew that they would be angry.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that and that you probably knew they would pat down people to make sure they don't bring
True,
it.
and they might assume it's like a lightsaber anyway.
Probably.
Like,
And they do not have a good history with lightsabers.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, it's not like they remember any of them were alive back then.
Yeah.
I mean, look, none of them have recognized me.
Anyways, is there anybody else? Any other questions you have for them? Because you can always ask them about the guest. You can ask them about. Well,
Ask
yeah.
them about the guests.
Yeah, I was about to say I was going to ask him about the
Toydarian?
yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's Anada. He, guess who he works for? Wex says, but Orpa looks angry and tells her brother to be quiet. But he grins and silently mouths, Jabba the Hutt. However, they won't be drawn into further details about the matter.
I think we should help him.
Somebody else should talk to him though. I think like I want to go back and tell everybody that information, and then we need to choose who's going to talk to the Toydarian.
Me along with Ismail are going to go over. You can tag along if you want, Seth.
Yeah, I'll tag along, but I'm staying silent this time.
Okay. You actually did a really good job on that.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna follow too.
And I'm just still sitting there in the cell.
Okay, so you guys walk up to Anada.
Somewhere.
Who?
Anada, the Toydarian.
Good day, my good Toydarian.
I gotta talk to that girl who was by herself.
To the girl by yourselves?
Yeah.
You said
Okay.
there was one human female.
Yeah, there is still one more human female, and there's the Celestin that Guggen came with. We're gonna cut to him talking to the female first,
Oh, okay.
because that's higher up on my stuff. It'll help me get through this quicker. Let's see. Maru. Such a fascinating society the Geonosians have made for themselves here. Have you managed to catch any of the ritual combats during your visit?
I have not. I've only been here a short while.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, I do have vague memories in my database. Things from back before the Empire.
Well, so you walk up to her. She's a slender human woman with coldly sophisticated airs. She wears a close-fitting suit of black leather and accessorizes with flowing, brightly colored headscarf worn in the fashion of wealthy core worlders.
What brings you to this backwater planet?
I have an interest in the culture and history of the Geonosians, and I am here to buy some antiques from Duke Piddock.
I did not know he was selling any antiques.
I think he's up for selling anything at this point, wouldn't you?
Indeed. That society was ravaged by the Empire. If you would like, I can show you some of the stuff that I have on the Geonosis.
I think I would be interested in that. So what do you show her?
It's just a hollow of like some of my experiences on Geonosis. It's some of the things I saw, some stuff down in the tunnels.
So, what are you here for?
Weapons.
And weapon parts.
And parts.
Okay. Are you gonna ask her about the stuff that he was asking the siblings about?
What was he asking about?
Teemo and all that stuff.
Ah.
You know, the reason you're actually here. Because you have the guns, because the thing is you have a layer upon a layer of why you're here. Because you're actually here for Teemo, but your cover is that you're here for the guns, for which technically you are. And then your other cover is that you're
I was about to say, I wasn't going to tell him about the smuggler trip yet. All I told him was about...
Well, he still needs to ask about Teemo's information because there is information you guys are supposed to be gathering.
All right.
What is the information they were supposed to get?
I did hear
Roll
that
perception.
he recently ceased operations
Where's the
with
toast?
Teemo the Hutt.
A worried expression crosses Maru's face. Yes, I know of him, and I'm afraid he may be the cause of no small consternation if he's left to his own devices for much longer. I can't prove anything, you understand, but people in my network know about these things. There have been a series of strange thefts and unlikely prices paid for apparently worthless items at auction. They have all been traced back to Tatooine.
So
The items stolen or bought all relate in some way to some designs of Bactoid Combat Automata, old B1 battle droids. Whoever is behind this might be planning to make his own.
basically the Star Wars version of eBay.
It's not C2.
I mean, kind of just
I mean, you both happen to have the same plan.
Ooh.
Teemo, he's built. Teemo's also buying B1 battle droid parts.
So, Teemo's building a droid army.
So wait.
C2's building a droid army, and Calvin's building a droid army.
Who's not building a droid army?
These
The
days.
thing, out of character, I would probably know about Teemo's.
Misa not know what.
Yeah, you already know.
Well, the other thing
Why
is,
I'm trying to build.
what's going to be interesting is it's when we kill Teemo, does that mean that he'll secretly take control of all those parts?
B1 battle droids by themselves are useless. The targeting parameters are nearly non-existent.
You can also ask about the other party members still. The people at the party, the guests. See if she knows anybody.
Well, I was actually gonna ask her about the other Geonosis.
Okay.
And what was his name?
Piddock?
Piddock.
Well, no, you're at Piddock's party, Dimmock.
Dimmock.
Yeah. She doesn't know anything about. Like, she's heard the name, but she doesn't know any real useful information.
Is there anyone else of note here?
Well, there's Vrix. He's a bounty hunter of some repute. She points to the Gand.
The one I was talking to?
I'd
Yeah.
like to go back to these guys. To help
Oh, yeah, we can go to the Inada thing now.
because.
Because they were going to speak to Inada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, that's what they said. What were you going to do?
I was gonna introduce myself to them.
Okay, go ahead.
Please forgive my rudeness. My name is Guggen.
Good. Joe, I recognize him. Five for intelligence.
5 for intelligence.
Mr. Guggen tactician.
I don't trust him.
No one trusts anyone at this point.
You can trust me.
The name, like,
But
you.
no, I'm saying for the entire
He's a
party.
Gungan you don't know.
Oh.
But he's from the same clan.
He's from the same clan, but you didn't really ever have any interactions with him from what you remember.
I is here to help the rebellion. With assaulted.
If Z2 had his
The
actual
Sultan
eyes,
is-
his eyes would be extremely big right now.
With a sultan named.
Celestin.
What?
Celestin.
Celestin.
Yeah.
Usually we'll see what.
Yeah.
What's this name then?
Munam.
Nam.
Yeah, Munam.
What? The Celestin. Name. Nam.
Just saying
Stupid this name.
that you're with the rebellion.
Is that correct?
Thomas.
Hold on. Can
Thomas, out
I?
of games.
Can I do it?
Bye
Out of game. Most of the party is Empire.
bye. Most of them are.
That's what you sent me!
Yes, but you're not meant to actually tell them that.
Yeah.
Did you not see how he's been trying to cover? He's not been a great job at it, but have you seen that he's been trying to cover why they're here?
Is there something wrong?
You said you're with the rebellion. Did you not?
Munam walks up and he's seeing all this going down.
The Toydarian that's standing next to us, does he hear this as well?
Um.
Because we were walking over to talk to him.
I didn't know that
Red-
was a secret.
Yes!
Thomas,
The rebellion's always a secret.
Thomas, when I said I was gonna be part of the rebellion, he said you don't want to say that. I did not say a word. I said I joined the community.
I promise. Why do you think the rebellion doesn't hold any planets?
Wait, what's going on?
Yes, Anada heard
I'm
that.
very tired.
So, but hey, Anada's gonna do with that information what he wishes.
Heard
But
it
the
too.
Toydarian overheard you. But Munam walks up and he quickly just grabs the Gungan by the scruff of his neck.
Can I get?
Blows him
Is there a
away.
way I could get away, or?
And Munam's
You
like,
don't want to.
Munam walks up and he's like, I'm sorry for my friend. He's a little drunk. We are actually we're just tourists on here on Geonosis.
Yes.
He's had my friend's had too much to drink.
I'm gonna be suspicious and like.
You
kinda
can't
track.
see it, but I'm squinting my eyes really severely at you right now.
You can still squint your eyes.
Can I-
Yeah, droids can still squint.
Are they gonna
No,
walk away?
droids can't, but yes, he still has eyelids.
Yeah.
Are they gonna walk away? Like once he grabs him by the scruff.
After saying that,
What's like?
he's like, because he's just like,
What's the Star Wars equivalent of a Jaeger bomb?
probably the Kashyyyk, which is the strongest thing you could get.
Means I have a Kashyyyk about 5 minutes after a previous conversation.
And he actually does hold up a Kashyyyk in his hand.
I'm squinting at him though.
What the actual fuck?
Can I track them?
Okay.
Can I track them once they start walking away?
Now, here,
Do you want?
I'm gonna
Want
pull
to?
out a little device. It's just a little tablet. Here, if you ever need assistance, just call me.
You gotta take it.
There's no see and no high, man.
Well, rep.
And it's all because of Guggen being drunk that the Empire eventually won.
I throw it in the garbage, but when he turns around.
I'm gonna follow them.
Okay, well they just sit back down at their table, and Munam's just listening to the music.
I throw it in the garbage when
He throws away the
when
comment.
attention is off me.
Anyways, back to Anada.
I'm sorry about that disturbance.
Great party, eh? These bugs have learned a lot about entertaining us mammals and droids since the Clone Wars. Good wine, good jats. I could almost believe I was home in a Mos Eisley cantina, eh?
Yes, it's quite out of realm.
What's that supposed to be?
Well, I mean, that's kind of where we are.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what brings you to this place?
Ah, well, I'm a seller of information. I work mostly in gossip
Ah,
for Jabba the Hutt. He's my most regular customer.
interesting. So, what's the gossip around the hut space? What's the gossip around the hut space?
Well, hold on. I actually have an entire tree dealing with buying gossip from Anada.
Do we have any information that we could sell?
Well,
them?
some of my gossip ranges from 20 to 100 credits, depending on how juicy I think the gossip is.
Here. Have 500.
Remember,
Okay, well, what do you want to know?
it doesn't have to be real.
Anything you can tell me about, let's say, just a random hut,
Well, that's how we can
Teemo
know some
stealings.
stuff.
Well, yeah, you kind of know.
Huh. Teemo. There's been a lot of him going around lately. Well, I bet you're wondering more specifically on Teemo's relationship with Duke Dimmick and Piddock, aren't you?
Yes, that would be interesting, since we are in their, on their planet.
Well, Teemo has a Kubaz spy. He's called Dweek.
I see.
And Teemo's from a minor branch of the Jabba's own clan. He's supposed to be a dutiful junior Hutt, doing what he's told and kicking his percentage up the chain. But word is he's ambitious. Maybe too ambitious, eh? Maybe if Jabba got some information that Teemo was going to move against him, he'd smack the upstart down for the good of the clan.
We might actually
do
have
I
some-
any of that kind of
Yeah, I think we
information
have
like
some
that?
information.
You have some of that information. I know you have the information I sent you.
So,
And did any of you guys ever try to identify that stuff on the Fang in the prison?
We didn't get a chance.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance. Really?
I don't think you did. Yeah, I don't think you gave them a chance to.
Really?
Yeah, because stuff kept happening, and then we have to speed along the second half of the
Because
script.
because the shenanigans from the beginning slowed it down.
We can make a retro check.
Yeah.
What would it be?
I mean,
So
I can help
it would
you.
be that would be perception plus intellect, or no? What would memory be? Would that be intellect?
Is memory.
Yeah. Okay. So perception plus intellect.
So
Could I?
Can I
would
get
be
you
part of
plus
this?
5 for intellect.
What is it?
3 greens for perception plus 5 for intellect.
Okay.
Would I be part of this?
You're not there.
Yeah.
so-
Would I have been part of the role originally?
You could have when you were Oscara.
When I was Makara.
No, Makara wouldn't. No.
I thought you were talking about Fang after Oscara's.
I'm gonna say you pass because I can roll again, but for the 5. But so you remember the red dust, and you start to notice in your memories that it was a shell of some sort, a red shell,
That's right. I think
probably
Oh wait, no.
probably
that-
belonging to a Geonosian.
Oh wait, that's right. You did talk to us about that.
So, what would Teemo be doing with the Geonosis on one of his constituent ships?
Wow. I can tell you that Trex's last job was a Geonosian called Seavor. He was a worker drone here in the Hive. Duke Piddock used him for running errands and as a droid technician. And you have more information on Seavor.
Yeah.
Can I do a knowledge out of room if I would have known that?
Known about.
The dust and stuff.
What's your.
Out of room, 1 yellow, 4 green.
It passed, even if I. Yeah. So, yeah. You didn't know what it was, but I mean, you knew about the red dust. You knew what that was, but you didn't know like the specifics, like Inada just told.
Well, I would know it's a Geonosis.
Yeah.
If, with the information that I have and this new information, would I be able to compile something that would be significant enough that Java would be able to move against,
Not for Java, but this would be enough information to get maybe Demok to reconsider.
Alright. I'm just gonna.
You didn't have any question. You weren't gonna give some hypothetical of if Tweak did something to someone, because it actually gives me a suggestion that somebody might ask about that, especially since it's assuming you guys saw the computer information.
Which you did, but you just ignored it with the droid.
No, only one person saw it.
Would that add the tracer back to Teemo?
No, it's something he saw. Only he got to see it.
Okay.
I'm trying to see that part of the message.
It's basically towards the end.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big piece of the information.
So, what have you heard about a freak?
Well, that's the Kuba spy I told you about. What about him?
I have some possible information that about maybe. I'm still not completely sure what this all means.
Do you want me to put it in blunt terms in the...
Yes, that would be helpful because the way that you have it written here.
Well, I wrote exactly how the book had it. It was written as if Thweek sent it to the guy's computer that you raided. So it's from Thweek's perspective. And that's the blunt term of it.
Okay. I was thinking about that.
Yeah, you were on the right track.
So, what if I had some information about this freak saying that he may have, I don't know, decapitated a certain Geonosis that we've both know.
Well, Teemo saw to it that Seevor was killed in a highly exclusive gladiatorial bout. Just him and his closest cronies were spectating. As the bout was finishing, Teemo allowed his Kubas spy, Thweek, to enter the ring and deliver the killing blow to Seevor. It had been a long-held ambition of Thweek's to kill a Geonosian.
Interesting. So you're saying that Teemo doesn't particularly want to work with Geonosis?
Teemo wants to, but if the Geonosians were to hear about this, especially since they are not big fans of Kubases, because Kubases are known to be insectivores, they might not be so happy about this. In fact, that may be why Piddock stopped working with Teemo.
Ah. Thank you for your time. Here, have a drink on me.
Thank you. You could also have asked him about some of the guests too, but I think you guys have pretty much figured out the guests.
So, is it about time to meet with
You can meet with the Duke again, Piddock.
Could we have given him fake information to get Java on to Teemo?
You
guys actually learned a lot from that.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing it, but I don't know how much investigation Java would do behind that.
Oh yeah, Dad, anything else on the go?
No, that was about it.
Hey, so yeah, we should probably.
So Duke Piddock motions you into one of his private booths so that you can begin dealing in earnest. Another Geonosian appears with a large suitcase. So all of you that are at the party, you're gathered around, including you and you, because at this point you guys are technically part of the party. Casey? Oh, you're with them now.
With their group.
Yeah, you kind of just followed them.
And a
Does
drunken
he have a
stew.
jammer?
Hmm?
A jammer.
And a drunken stew.
Who does?
The dude.
Yeah, he's got one.
Is he selling it?
Well, that's not what he... No, it's on his person. The suitcase is open, revealing Geonosian heavy blaster pistols, Geonosian blaster carbines, and Geonosian blaster rifles.
Oh my.
And Duke Piddock says the starting price for the pistols are 1,100 credits. For the carbines, I ask 1,300 credits, and the rifles are 1,500 credits. Remember, you guys were given 33,000 credits by Nin.
Which means you can buy 250.
You can all as a whole. Now, remember, you guys can also negotiate.
That's a very fair deal. But
Shut up,
Don't
man.
say it's fair.
But I think that if we were to get a better deal, we would be more forthcoming with buying weapons and arms from you in the future, especially such fine quality weapons as these. I'm sure my employer would definitely like to purchase more.
Okay. So, what's your negotiation again?
Negotiation is 2 green.
Can I help him with this negotiation?
Yes.
Yes, you can always say something right now before I...
I'm gonna help him with the negotiations to be able to get the pistols, or to bring down the price on the pistols.
Okay. what are you going to say to the Duke to convince him?
I also am interested in buying some of these weapons, but I also would like for these prices to be a little bit more flexible.
Okay, what's your negotiation?
I think it's like 2-3 things.
Man, mine's better than both of yours.
What's your negotiation?
2 yellows.
Say something then. You're in the room too. Everybody is in the room.
Except for me.
So,
Well, I think you guys might pass with the 2 and 3, but go ahead just in
I was
case.
gonna whisper something to it.
Okay.
Consistent business is preferable to just first.
Hey, bro, did you go yesterday?
By having a consistent customer, you'll always guarantee cost effective.
Yeah.
Next time I catch you,
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys You guys managed to get them to lower it by 10%. Okay. Since this is the first time you guys have bought from me, we can work something out. How about 990 for the pistol, 1170 for the carbines, and 1350 for the rifles.
How much?
990 for the pistols, which there's more than one pistol, so you could buy a bunch of those. 1170 for the rifles, the carbines, and 1350 for the rifles.
That's each?
Each.
Okay. That's still 3,500.
Yeah, you don't have to buy one of each. You can just buy whichever ones you think Nin would appreciate. Nin was only expecting you guys to get. She wants at least 2 or 3 of whatever you guys get.
How about
we get 3 glass?
actually here?
I want a pistol.
I've also heard that Geonosis have some of the sharpest blades in the galaxy.
Fuck, I didn't prepare that.
Always be prepared. You have blade users.
That's sonic blaster.
Yeah, you do have.
And also, I know that you guys do deal in sonic blasters. You wouldn't happen to have a SIP grade one per se on hand that we could also procure from you?
Yes, but that would be 1,000 credits exact.
And a Vibrosaur?
About 500.
Yes. And all right.
C2, what is your plan?
What? I'm just gonna pay for it.
Well, we don't want your money right this second. How about we
Take my money.
I of course don't expect you to pay up right here and now.
Sir, I can do it.
I will have one of my people meet with you at your ship to settle up as you leave.
You sure you don't want the money now? Or at least half of it now, I guess. That's only
I'm gonna.
that's only 5,000 total.
And
I think I want to try and negotiate and see if there's any job, like little small jobs that we could do for him to get price lowered.
We don't need the price.
No, the price is fine. There is something. Although you guys can talk to him about Teemo now that it's just you guys and him.
So-
He brought you to a private room.
There's now that we have the weapons worked out. There's a more private matter that I'm most interested in. It seems that you formerly had dealings with a certain Hutt, Teemo.
I used to work with him a little bit, but things were already kind of soured between us. Once I discovered he had a Kubaz spy in his employ, that was the final straw. I cut things off with him. I suspect, but I'll never be able to prove that one of my technicians, Seavor, was abducted or killed by Teemo. It's not a major deal, but it's still frustrating if he did so.
What did he need your services for?
If you can charm him, you can figure that out.
I will charm him.
What's your charm?
2 yellow.
What are you gonna say to him to charm him?
Come
Come on, roleplay.
So we're asking him what his.
What he was doing
Strong
for-
carapace, this man like you could always be
What?
more forthcoming.
He was asking what
Are
we were
you-
asking him.
Hmm?
He was asking what we were asking him.
So we're.
We're trying to figure out what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well.
So what would a man of your stature be actually doing for Teemo?
He stays closed lips on it from you, anyways.
So, what if I had some information on what may have happened to your technician? What would that get me?
Maybe I can tell you what I know. What do you know?
I know the exact how and where of your technician's demise. But in return, I was looking for
We were already asking him something.
He's trying to deal.
Lightsaber parts.
I think that can be arranged.
I need enough for 3 blades. And I will pay you whatever you need.
Do a persuasion.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
Do you need a super roll to see if they even have that?
I'm still.
That's coercion.
Yeah.
1
Or-
yellow, 1 green.
I mean, you're not really coercing, but I guess that's charm because you're doing it nicely.
He's giving more parts.
Coercion. I
Maybe.
have more in coercion.
Okay, so you're gonna threaten him
No.
because coercion is threatening.
Oh, okay, then charm. 2 greens. Yes.
Come on, people, you gotta roleplay. It's not like we're playing a role-playing game or anything.
Hey, I have
know,
a
right?
handicap.
Even if you, let me see what would have happened if you did.
Terrible.
You still wouldn't have gotten it out of him. I can. It's going to be costing you 500 for each, 1,000 for each saber.
That'll be fine.
Okay. Well.
I'll
Okay.
pay 6 for each.
6 what?
Oh wait, never mind.
He just made a deal for you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
But see, he won't tell me his plans. That's why I'm a little sketched out right now.
But he just got the parts for you.
I thought he wasn't getting. I thought he was getting it for his own.
Then he's got to figure out how to put them together.
It's probably a combination. He's probably getting it for himself and for you.
Is this true?
That's what I'm thinking,
Wait,
anyways.
no, I'm gonna ask him in game. Is this true, C2? Is this to help me out as well, or is this your own?
Look, Seth, you've been with us for what?
Seth.
2 days.
2 days? You helped us out on several occasions, especially with the investigation. I feel like you
Are you
should
gonna
be
try to
rewarded for such
Charm him or
loyalty.
whatever, coerce him
Yeah.
into giving him the Teemo information.
So,
That's
well,
probably a better
that was
idea.
the whole deal.
I was actually going to ask him for something else.
Oh,
Like,
because he didn't. Oh, okay. So do you expect him to still give you the Teemo information? Because he's already given you something.
well, that was in exchange for now it's just what happened to his
Oh, okay.
thing.
So you explained to him, and he's like, "Oh, it's not a complete loss." You have to understand that Geonosians think hive-mindedly, so losing a worker is not that big of a deal. It's an annoyance, but it's not it's not end of the world.
Hey, hundreds of those are born every day. Thousands even.
God dang
So-
it, JP.
Anyways,
I was curious. Do you know the locations of any, at least, partially intact droid factories?
sorry.
Do you know the location of any, at least, partially intact droid factories?
No, they're all currently still decommissioned. It's a little hard to set those up when the Empire is watching our every move.
I see. That would have been valuable to me.
So does anybody want to try to get that Teemo information still? Because you still don't know what he knows that Teemo is up to.
I would, but I can't.
Thomas, you can ask ask the Duke what Teemo's up to. Let's see, what's your...
Actually, yeah, Caleb, that is true.
Mini fridge.
He is kind of drunk, so.
Hey, threaten him, because your coercion's a little higher.
Wait, who do I threaten again?
The Duke.
It's gonna sound stupid.
Do it. Just have fun with it.
Misa, give me the information.
Me
Misa,
say...
give me the information.
Yeah, I was...
It's really hard to talk like that.
You don't
Let's get
have...
the information now.
Misa, what's your ring box if you know, tell us.
Can I point my gun at him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. What's your coercion?
Oh shit! Where's he put?
This is the guy I work for, right?
Seth, no.
What?
They're threatening the guy I work for, right?
The Duke. Not the Duke you work for, a different Duke.
Or maybe should not have done that.
You should,
Don't do that.
Mistakes were made.
you should be real careful.
Oh. Did you pull up your coercion?
Yeah, it's 2 greens.
2 greens?
Caleb,
Mistakes
I
were
do
made.
have to ask. It's Toki part of it.
No, they left Toki on the ship.
And is JP's character or
No, everybody else is still on the ship.
okay?
You guys managed to coerce him. Look. All I can do is suspect what Teemo wanted an alliance for. He would always be asking for battle droid parts, schematics, and complete units. The only conclusion I can make from that is he might be interested in building his own.
Why would he be interested in B1 droids? I can understand B2 or even commando droids. But B1s are only useful in large quantities.
Where's the other one?
I don't know.
There it is.
I mean, small groups of 5 are effective.
I think it's gonna touch
They don't even use the scopes on their blasters. They just fire them at. Just fire.
Sorry, guys. Pocket went down the wrong way.
Look, who's to say that Teemo's trying to build a droid army? That's kind of out there, don't you think?
Not really.
While he is using inferior droids, it makes sense. And you don't have to pay droids. And you can wipe them to keep them obedient.
Okay, well, you guys spend a few hours trying to figure that out after speaking to the Duke. The party begins to wind down, the band packs up their instruments, and the guests head for their various sleeping quarters. So then you guys are escorted back to your ship. So yeah, you're back at your ship. Guggen, are you going to join them on their ship, or are you just following them?
Why not?
As soon as I get to the ship, I'm going to ask the other Mandalorian to bring me my sword. Since Guggen, you are with us, right?
Yeah, Guggen's with them.
So he brings me my sword. So you're a rebel, huh?
Lisa does not know what you're talking about.
You said that you were a rebel.
Did I?
I pulled my dagger also.
Must have been a lot in that. What was it?
Yeah, yes, you did say you were a rebel.
Kashiko.
I got my
There
sword
must have
too,
been a
so
lot in that.
Who's gonna join the group here?
What are you three doing?
He's a rebel.
And
And the Empire wants rebels.
We
last
still
I
don't know
checked,
what they
we're all
talk about.
criminals.
Can we threaten them?
but even criminals can get a nice paycheck for bringing in rebel information.
Last I checked, you were an Imperial defector.
Oh.
Yeah, but they're not going to notice that. I'll send a droid in.
Which one?
I was about to say, if you send any out of game, if you send any of the battle droids or anything that's related to the separatists, they're gonna shoot them and not accept it.
Nah, it'll be Ismail, obviously.
I could take
Wait a
it.
minute, didn't you steal that from Silo?
Ismail?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Then yeah, they'll recognize that.
Wait, guys, we can use him. Don't shoot him or don't slice him.
Really?
Oh yeah, and Patch is gonna let you out because he realizes you're not that big of a threat.
Does he undo my buying stiff?
No, because he's still kind of upset that you faked being Makara.
Well, I'm gonna explain to him what I told
You should think
before,
I'd go against
with how-
the
with
Empire?
why I chose that form.
Wait,
That's foolish.
Caleb. I want to use
Gungans are-
leadership to tell them to stand
Gungans are
down.
decent
Hmm?
Can I
warriors.
use leadership to tell them to
If
stand down and not try to kill them?
Some of them
Guys!
are dim-witted.
Wait!
Why would Toki stop them?
Yeah,
Wait!
why would Toki stop?
us? For real, why would Toki stop us?
Toki would slaughter
Yeah.
him instantly.
He's
Wait! I want to be the one to do it.
Okay.
There we go.
If you say so, Toki.
Okay, yeah, leadership to stop Toki and everybody else was cutting this man down.
Okay, do I see this now?
Yeah.
We must
What the heck is going on?
My lord, I recommend it not.
Wait, don't they have a light
Do it, Toki. What's your leadership?
I think 3, 2, 1.
I'm basically walking. I'm basically walking out.
But wait, can
What the
I,
heck
don't I
is
have a
going
light side
on?
point?
Isn't it 2 yellows and a green? No.
Down.
There. Well, yeah, there is a light side point left.
Yes!
Wait, what is he doing?
He's trying to stop.
He's gonna try to stop everybody from killing Guggen.
But hold on, my leadership is 2 yellow. Wait,
Just 2 yellow? I thought it was 2 yellow and a green.
yeah, it's 2 yellows and a green.
Okay. So you get an extra green.
Yeah!
You pass.
Woo!
You convince everybody.
Suck it, Toki!
What the heck was going on here?
Everybody's gotta stand down now.
You feel a strong urge to stand down.
They can fight it though.
I'm not sitting.
So, little rebel scum, what brings you to our ship?
You're still confused. I'm no rebel.
I mean, you outright told us you were a rebel.
Can I
earlier.
see? Can I see if he is? Can I see if he does look
I
like
said
he's drunk?
clearly
Go.
not in right mind.
What's your perception?
Perception
You're
is
interrogating a drunken fool.
2 yellows and a green.
Mistakes were made. We should
Yes,
have come.
but when drinks are involved, people speak more truth.
He is
than
drunk.
Imala votes that we throw him in a cell until
I'm
he's
gonna compensate. You guys do realize he's drunk, and drunk people do say stupid shit at times.
I can't do
Did you
I can't
hear?
do a lie
Did you hear
detector
what my
test.
character
Toki,
said?
Toki suggests we wait. No, because I don't want him to have my spice. That's mine. Never mind.
So,
Did you hear what I said? I said we should throw him in a cell until he's sober.
you
No,
suggested a
no more threatening the gun.
No, he's not He said
You
he's
gotta-
not threatening him. He's doing something.
You gotta
smart,
put some
actually.
Yeah.
binders on the Gungan and.
Are we gonna leave the binders on the?
Hash let me out of the cell. essentially.
But didn't remove the binders.
I think we should stand by
leave
Bash's
you-
decision.
We'll leave you in
Yeah.
binders at least another day or so. Or until we need you. We might need you tomorrow.
Technically, I could try and pick them, couldn't I?
No,
You could,
But
well,
it
no.
would not be a good idea.
Yeah,
you probably get shot on the spot.
I'm saying if eventually I need to.
yeah.
You
Trust
should
me,
not
I
be
got
back.
So Guggen's part of the crew unofficially.
Kind of.
You are in the game now.
Yeah.
Even though you're locked up.
Also,
Yeah,
Audrey.
like the
Audrey
shot.
followed you guys too.
Yeah, there's a good chance I will die.
Yeah, you probably.
I'll put her-
Yeah, no, that was just a
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
move.
That was a bad move.
I'm gonna let her have the room that I had my talks in, the captain's quarters.
Okay.
It's only.
You didn't have the captain put it.
That's why I put my box.
I let it.
Yeah, it was. That's where he had the droids put the box.
Wait, do we have a designated pilot for the
Now I
ship?
know where
yet?
it was on the other ship though.
I
And
can-
this one though.
Yeah,
I
this
can
one.
pilot.
I was gonna say I'm gonna be the pilot for the ship.
What's
I'm
your
gonna
piloting?
contest that.
What's your piloting?
I think 3 yellows.
Then you're just a bit higher than me. I'm 2 yellows and a green for either pilot.
Yeah, I'm 3 yellows.
There's also a lower level, but this map doesn't show it.
Yeah, 3 yellows.
You can know.
I'm half decent at piloting
I
though.
was about to say I will be the
want
designated
to be a
pilot, no
pilot,
exceptions.
Whether they are.
You might not want to say that.
I don't know.
It's the same reason why
So-
aliens will.
And that front door is still open.
Are you guys just going to discuss things like this for an hour in game?
Probably.
Okay. Well, an hour later, you guys, after an hour passes, you guys, your communicator begins to beep.
Both of those.
It's Ota. How did things go?
Horribly.
We got you all the weapons and a sonic cannon. Yeah, we got all the weapons and a sonic cannon for you.
Awesome. So there is a cargo ship called the Lucky Guest, currently berthed on gantry AA7 at Trellikive.
Who heard about that one?
What about what?
The Lucky Guest.
So yes, yeah. I'm about to say one of you was told that ship name.
That's the Wex siblings.
Okay, okay.
The Vio siblings, Orpo and Wex. It is due to fly to Mashuta tomorrow at sundown with a cargo of goods that will be transported into Teemo's palace. Should negotiations go well with Duke Dimmock, he may well overlook the fact that the cargo ship contains some unexpected cargo in the shape of yourselves.
Do you want to bring that up? Do you want to bring up that you basically?
He doesn't have to.
No, I wasn't bringing it up.
That's why I said, do you want to?
Because we're going to be smuggled aboard it anyway, evidently.
Yeah, so no, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna show up there.
But
Nobody's
wait,
gonna
Yeah,
know.
and do you want to? But
But you paid for it. We did it. We get it for
Aw.
free. Oh, you got ripped off.
Well, again, do you want to tell me about it at all? Or?
Yeah, I was gonna tell you about it because you were gonna come on.
Well, he didn't say it'd be free.
Okay, so you can talk about it.
Ota didn't say it would be free.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell anybody. This
How
is
much
kind
is
of
he
like
gonna charge
my
you?
secret.
Well,
Okay.
example what we need to do. A few of us go on that shipment, and the rest of us go in the other ship. And the person who steps off the ship to introduce himself is not one of the people with the bounty on their head.
AKA Mando or me.
Which means you should probably tell them so that way they can pay for passage, and you take this ship
I mean, the ones without a bounty are you, me, and his character.
and his.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. He's
Wait,
saying
no
that
one.
shit.
The party doesn't trust him right now.
Yeah, and I know Audrey's
I don't
trusted.
trust a drunk. for a good reason.
I don't trust a spice dealer or a spice user.
I'm not a spice dealer.
Hey,
Toki.
Toki.
Oh.
I don't have
Toki.
I don't have a bounty.
You sure
I
about
don't
that?
care.
Are you sure you haven't gotten a bounty?
Not from the Empire.
I don't
think
think.
Teemo though.
No, not from Teemo either.
You're still not coming.
Maybe from the Rebels. I might have a bounty from them.
I don't trust. I don't
Actually-
trust.
But nobody cares about their bounties. They end up dead.
Speaking of
I trust Toki. I'm sure that he will be fine and to go with you guys
No.
out to the landing pad.
Toki is not coming. In.
And don't worry, I'll send.
Does everybody forget I used to work for Teemo, which means I could always.
That's exactly what I was about to bring up.
Technically, most of this party worked for Teemo.
Shh.
I was actually bringing that up too. Because I was going to say, you can go on and go in there.
Yeah, Toki could literally walk into the palace and then stab Teemo in the heart and walk out, and nobody would give a second glance.
Same with my character, but none of you know that yet. None of y'all's character is ass. Well, see, your character's just
Mine
fat.
technically good too.
Oh, C2
I
can
could.
also do
He
something.
doesn't know me.
So-
No, I could because I just shapeshifted into someone who I could just like shapeshift into Vader.
That's why you're.
I could shapeshift into fucking Vader.
Well,
You
that's-
wouldn't be as powerful though. You would still be your stats,
Well,
just
yeah.
looking like Vader.
Well, the thing is, you wouldn't change into Vader because you wouldn't get his clothes.
But no, that's
Yeah.
why
We
you're
can
coming
make
with me
it.
though. That's
can
why
make
he's
it.
coming with me. That's why I was like, he needs to come with me.
Yeah, because you only shapeshift your visible appearance. You wouldn't know what to look like if you wanted to look like Vader.
And I know that.
Oh,
they make
speaking
it-
of which, he did give me the parts for the sword. So can I make it to where it doesn't malfunction?
It's going to take a few days.
Okay, that's
By the
fine.
way,
Well, actually, could I help with that?
Oh
Also,
yeah.
I wanted to do mechanics on the other two sets of lightsaber parts to maybe make a single lightsaber.
Okay,
Because
what?
I get a bonus for that.
But
But
you
you can't use a lightsaber, can you?
Yes, I can.
It could,
You
and
might
they
use
still
a
technically
lightsaber.
couldn't make them perfectly.
But he might hurt himself.
You couldn't make a perfect lightsaber because you have to use the force to make a lightsaber, or else it's not going to
Well,
work.
well,
You
he's
have
making a
a
lightsaber.
chance
He's
of
making-
breaking
But it's
the
different for a dark
That's
saber.
what
Dark
you're
saber
supposed
still
to
work
make.
without using the force.
It's still very hard because you still have a chance of breaking the crystal.
Yeah.
Well, the dark saber's a bit different though, but
Yeah.
I basically
Dark
The dark crystal, the dark saber.
The Dark Crystal. I didn't know this was a Jim Henson production.
The dark saber, possibly, I could see.
I mean,
Dark
I mean,
saber
basically, I would just
without
I didn't know
force
this conversation
But
was
most
only for
lightsabers
stoners to
are-
listen to.
no.
So, anyways, what's your
The dark
mechanics?
crystals
It's
stoner.
5. No, it's 3 yellow, 2 greens, and remove 1 difficulty from one of my passive abilities.
Do you have the crafting thing pulled up?
So 3 yellow.
Yeah, 3 yellow, 2 green.
Well,
I think he
yeah,
got it.
you
Once
managed.
he got
Yeah,
the-
he got a triumph.
Mhm.
Okay, so you built it, and I'm gonna give you a bonus
I have a chart
damage.
Here. I have a chart here. You can.
You get a bonus damage to it.
So it's 11 damage.
Yep.
Will you help me repair my?
Well, I'm actually, I was gonna help you repair yours at this. Do your thing at the same time that he was doing that.
Okay.
So what's your mechanics?
My mechanics is this shit.
So do you have a double-ended one? Double-sided
Mine's a
one?
yellow and 2 greens.
Or,
My mechanics is 2 green.
I guess. It's
Or yeah,
I do
It
have
has
just
to,
a claymore one. It's just,
I would
Okay.
do probably like the.
you would need 3 to do a claymore.
Yeah, I'll probably do one like the
That'd be
one
pretty
I
cool,
have in
actually.
real life.
He has 2 greens. I have a yellow and 2 green for my mechanics.
Okay, so we might be able to actually fix it tip-top shape, maybe.
Well, at least reduce the malfunction chance.
Yeah.
You actually got lucky. That's the top. Guess what you're talking.
Nope. That's where that was. I accidentally tipped it.
They didn't even spin.
All right, so it is.
And
Yeah, they
fix it.
managed to fix it,
Yay! It's fully fixed.
You're welcome.
I got a dark saber. High five.
or at least it'll
Well, it's not
break.
a dark saber. It's a lightsaber.
Yeah, it's still a lightsaber. It's just a lightsaber, really. It's a lightsaber that's designed to look like the dark
But
saber.
it still works. Woo.
So during this time, did you want to tell me about?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him about the plan too, cause he's coming on the smuggle with me. But
Why
nobody-
would you guys be the ones on the smuggled ship? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
No, because he can do the
Well, wait,
transformation. I was gonna.
But I'm saying the ones that should be on the smuggled ship should be the ones with the bounty on their head, which I think was what they were trying to say.
Well,
Whereas the ones
Oh,
that,
actually, I had a suggestion. Before we go to Teemo's, we should go to Java.
well, you guys still have to meet with Duke Dimmock.
Yeah, but when we go to Tatooine, I think we should go to Java first.
well, okay.
There's actually stuff set up for how to get in contact with Jabba.
Yeah.
It involves Anada.
Let me
And,
th-
Is that the girl I was talking to?
That was the Toydarian.
yeah, the guy that I was talking to, and I've already fed him information that Timo was plotting against Jabba. I don't know how much of that will get to Jabba though.
It depends how much Jabba pays Anada.
Yeah.
Probably pays him a lot.
Well, and also it would. Also, telling me, I could possibly tell some of the party if I wanted to, but it would make sense for us to just pop in and say, and then I could look like one of the party if I wanted to.
Anyways, Oda is still on the line. He says, it should be late. He says, I'd expect some violence though, even if Dimmock allows you to board the ship. He may place a few guards in your way for the sake of keeping up appearances, if nothing else. It should be late morning when it arrives at Mashuta. You should make your way to the hut and deal with him in whichever manner you see fit. For your troubles, we would see to it that the bounty the hut placed on your heads was awarded for yourselves for his death. To yourselves for his death. And you can always bring up Anada and all that stuff to him now, since you guys were already considering that.
Yeah, I'll bring up that and other stuff.
Alright, this is great news. I thought the only way to get rid of Teemo would be to assassinate him. And it's no easy thing to kill a Hutt.
I don't know. It could be actually pretty easy.
Mind you,
I mean, almost as easy as taking a chain and wrapping it around their neck or something.
Or just shooting them twice with a plastic. That's what Sly Noodles did.
Yeah, mind you, if you could dig up some dirt on his plans to compete with the mighty Jabba, I'm sure we could pass such information along. There must be someone in the palace willing to talk, or some kind of records pertaining to his plans. If we can find such things, you may be able to provide them to Jabba, and he will then take care of Teemo for us.
Oh, can I say something out of game?
Yeah.
We need her in this crew.
Who?
Sly Noodles. Because she is the best shot in the galaxy. She shot him twice in the same spot. No one else has pulled that off.
Touche.
What are you talking about?
When she killed Zero in the Clone Wars, she shot him twice with a blasted pistol in the same spot.
Okay.
Can I like charm or something?
So are you guys going to rest?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess.
I'm going to work on claws.
So I am gonna talk though. Yeah.
Because that's basically the end of today's events.
Yeah.
For that part of the day.
Do we get XP?
Well, not the end of the adventure. Act 2. Act 2 is still going. You guys just went to sleep
What's
for
the end of Act 2?
after you guys talk to Dimmock and work out how to get on the ship.
Okay.
Alright, well, the next morning, Duke Dimmock sends a guard to bring you back to his palace from your ship and back into the tunnels of Geonosis. The guard leads you into a long...
I'm gonna ask them, do y'all bring me along this time?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, everybody except for, I'm guessing, Guggen went.
Yeah.
Who can still in the
Or unless you...
Yeah, he's still
Yeah,
locked
because
up.
they got you locked up. You can always do stuff while they're gone.
Well, you can try.
You can
I'm
talk
sure
to
some
the
of
droids.
us-
Yeah, I was going to say, you got the droids.
Yeah.
Also,
Wait, are
did
your
you
guards
do what I think you did
guarding-
on the
yeah,
ship?
guarding him?
Is there
I
anyone
was
else?
working on claws.
Well, he
Okay.
technically could persuade.
You're putting me out,
Is
boy.
there, is there anyone else near me? And
What? Did you actually expect me
The
not
The
to make
droids are
claws?
guarding you.
I
That's
did.
about it.
Or did you?
I
Were
kind
you?
of suspected.
Yeah, it should be activating soon. Okay. Is this one gonna be more hostile?
He's intimidating.
Okay. I'm guessing you put some extra points into that coercion. Okay, so the guard leads you guys into a long, wide passageway lined with 100 Geonosian soldiers standing in stiff, unflinching attention. He passes through an alcove and presents himself before a regal Geonosian upon a throne. To your eyes, Duke Dimmock looks no different than Duke Piddock.
Also, always.
Yeah.
His,
No. His gold rings on his.
hold on, I actually do have stuff
Uh,
for that. His carapace is perhaps a little more worn and pitted. His gold bangles are perhaps a little more numerous. He looks you up and down with a supercilious expression before he speaks. I have little desire to undermine my own business arrangements, but I owe a great deal to our mutual friend, Ota. I am therefore willing to hear you out, as you apparently have some kind of complaint against an associate of mine. Be quick about it, though. Don't waste my time.
okay.
So these are all, okay, just so you know, this is all going to be checks. The way this one is set up is you have to get so many points in the checks to convince him.
I can't just show him the information I have.
You tell him the information, but you have to, there's checks that go with each thing.
Does every member of the party have to do a check or something?
I don't know exactly what to do in this part, so y'all just let me know what I know.
I'll start out by telling him, you know your associate, Paddock. He also did links with one Teemo.
Are you failing?
Also associate. They're rivals.
Your rival also did links with one Teemo.
Yes, I know.
But do you know why he cut ties with Teemo?
No, but I know it worked for me in the end.
Well, this is why he cut ties with Teemo. You gotta show him the information on.
Okay, so you gave him the information that Teemo keeps a Kubaz spy on his books. That's a point. The Kubaz working for Teemo killed Sivor. That's a point. Teemo collaborates with the Empire. That's a point. Because he doesn't like the Empire for obvious reasons. Teemo plans to reverse engineer. I'm guessing you're letting him know about the B1s.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. That he plans to reverse engineer a Bactoid combat droid in order to produce his own. That's a point. You guys didn't show him the Sivor carapace, but you guys explained it. So
But yeah, kind of based it.
yeah. So that's a point. And you explained where you found it on Trex's ship. So that's a point. So far you guys have 6 points. Oh yeah, and the communication to Thweek. That's a point. From Drom and Thweek.
Oh yeah, so everyone else in the party is just astounded at all this information that I've gathered.
Yeah.
I'm completely unstopped.
Like he has all this information already pre-prepared, and he just presents it like in a kind of PowerPoint presentation where he's like, so first this happened.
This is what he's doing.
No. It's
And-
not like a PowerPoint presentation. We'll lose points for that.
Now are you polite or rude about it?
Very polite.
Okay, so that's a point. He respects politeness. Now,
Yes.
charm. What's your charm?
Charm is 2 green.
It's 2 purple. Yep. Okay.
Wait,
So yeah, this all passed.
So we did it?
Yeah.
T2 single-handedly took care of it.
So Duke Dimmock is just like that noxious slug. Fair enough then. Make your way to the cargo ship. I won't stop you. So yeah, that's it. You guys are let out. You guys are let out of his palace.
Well, GG. Time. We're off to kill Teemo.
I wonder how long it took people to play this in other gameplays.
Damn. We just got through it. It's like, with the PowerPoint presentation.
Ended up with a PowerPoint presentation.
I'm still using
That
this.
cool
That worked
effect.
out really-
Yeah.
we got 2 lightsabers, we got out the palace, and like now we're getting smuggled
4.
straight
I see.
to him.
4.
We got two,
Dark Saber, his saber, and then JP and Colton.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
well, in
There's-
this
we have 4
exchange-
but
In this
they
exchange, we got 2.
but in this one they got
Yeah, they
two.
got 2.
Like we fixed
by
the
the end of
dark
it.
saber, and he got his own saber.
Yeah.
Why do you need a saber? You're a droid.
No, he's not.
Oh,
He's
no.
he's a Nautilin. Now his character is perfectly fitting, except it's a double blade for yours.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna have it disguised as the fiber sword that I got from the other group.
Mhm.
So It looks like a normal Vibrosword, but the
It's
blade
actually
comes off. And
Okay, so you two already pre-spoke about it, but they're being led to the ship now, so you might want to explain to them your plan.
Do you want? Would you like me to say it to them? Or do you want you to tell them?
Because otherwise, they're going to go on the ship with you.
I'll turn to the group. Hey guys, while working on your Mandalorian's Darksaber, he told me that he had made a deal with the people we're about to go board their ship.
Perfect.
250 credits per person.
Done.
I don't think C2 is getting what you're trying to say.
I'm speaking exactly literal.
You might want to explain it then, because you know what I'm trying to get, right? What you were saying.
Straight to the palace.
Well,
Okay.
they're not going straight to it, but close
they're
enough.
going to-
Close enough.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna be right in there. We're going in because we don't have bounties. So you guys are gonna get smuggled in. We're gonna be the ones to come off because they don't know what's going on with us too.
Alright, we can just go land by our ship and we can with the party as we need.
Pretty much.
All
Okay.
So who's riding? Okay, who's going on the lucky
But that's
guess?
what I was gonna say. Out of game, can't Jared's character pilot the actual ship that we have there
Yes.
as backup,
Uh,
and then they get smuggled on with the ship? Like all of us get smuggled on, and then when they get there, me and
Let me
his
see, Rister.
character-
Hold on, let me
And
check.
his character too, because his character doesn't have a bounty.
Yes,
Okay, yeah.
Rister's piloting is 4 greens, so yeah, he can fly the ship.
Sweet.
Technically, I could too, but
Because I mean, I was thinking about being together.
But he's saying you're getting smuggled, so.
I don't
Is
need
the
to
sonic
smuggle it.
cannon mounted on our ship right now? Because it would be too big to go in the cargo hold.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it already got mounted.
Yeah.
So do we want to get some?
It got mounted and all the charges were paid and all the guns are at your ship.
Oh sweet.
So do we want?
So wait, did
something
we
with
buy
that-
that pistol?
We bought all the pistols.
Can I get a pistol?
Well, some of those have to go
Yeah,
to
those
Nin.
Those are going to Nin.
Wait, she said 2 or 3. He didn't say he had to have 3.
I already told Nin that they got the whole deal,
Oh, okay.
plus a sonic cannon.
Damn it.
We'll
He
buy
just
some more
left
later.
out the lightsaber.
Hey! We're gonna go kill Teemo. He has an entire storage facility of weapons.
Okay.
Because the Scar was a bounty hunter for him. Well, hey, there's got.
He
That's
has
some
money.
assumptions right there.
He at least has a lot of money where he
I was
can
about to
buy
say, we could have
stuff.
traded, if I had known or paid attention, I could have given him a blaster, right? A carbine, and I could have took one of the.
So anyways, okay, so who is heading to the lucky guess? I need to know.
I'm guessing. I guess
I'm
I am.
going to the lucky guess. If Jared's driving the ship, I'm going to go get on the smuggle ship with everybody.
The lucky guess. So everybody's going on the lucky guess.
Except
I'm
I
gonna
think
go
I'll go.
on-
Well, wait, don't we need to take our ship with us though?
Yeah.
Rister's driving it, Jared's character.
I think I'll go along with it.
With
the,
the claw.
because I have no bounty.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he's going on the claw.
Everybody that
So,
doesn't
go
have a
on the
bounty
claw.
needs to go. That's
Well,
what I'm
I'm
saying.
going.
so
on
then
the
you
other
should go
ship.
on the claw.
We're
Yeah.
going on.
Because you don't have a bounty either.
Basically,
But they're not going to let them on unless
yeah, no,
I
he
come.
has. He has.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You have to
He
go.
has to go on the smuggle ship because of the.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
'Cause you're the one that made the deal.
I have a plan.
Yeah, I'm going with you.
So
you
we're
can
gonna
tell me
move
your
my
plan.
box over to.
It's plan this stuff.
To the lucky guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going.
Well,
You're going. Are you going on the lucky guess? I guess you have. Well, you have to because you got a bounty.
Yeah, he's kind of going to go.
I guess.
Okay, and you don't. You're not going on the lucky guess. Or are you going on the claw?
I'm going on claw.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
Okay, so
I
you
have-
three.
I have 3.
Okay, so you three start to head there. Your droids are beside you, pushing your box for you. And suddenly, you guys see Vrix appear from the left side of the main gantry. He has been trailing you guys since you left Piddock's party, and now he makes his move to bring you guys down and collect your
We
bounty.
can do this.
Quick draw!
What's going on here?
What's
Is
going
he
on?
alone?
No,
He brought a couple friends.
What's
How
going
close
on?
is he to us?
Enough that he already has his gun aimed at one of you.
Can I take initiative?
Wait, what's going on here?
Quick draw.
Wait, so this
What's
is
initiative? Okay, so
Wait, is
what's
this
your? I'm trying to remember how
Is
we.
this everyone else?
Cool. It's a cool.
Cool.
Yeah. What's your cool?
What's your cool if you're doing?
Wait, Caleb.
cool.
How
I'm
many,
gonna
is
call you as
this,
quick
does this
draw.
involve me?
Is this everyone or just?
My
Just
cool
the
is
ones that are at the
three
lucky guess.
Oh,
My cool is
I got
one.
three
My
green
cool is
cards.
one yellow.
You're not going though, because you're on
You're
the
still in
claw.
cell.
You're still in the cell.
You're still in a prison cell you're being made sober.
Wait, he doesn't know. Like, yeah, I don't have a bounty, so he doesn't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Hold on, I'm making.
Oh wait, you're dealing with bounty people now.
Yeah.
Oh, good job, C2.
Yeah, that was from because Vrix probably wouldn't have tried anything if he hadn't overheard.
Eh.
You talk to me.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to go ahead and enact Plan B.
It wasn't my fault. It's because C2 doesn't have.
Has no filter.
No, he doesn't have a lot of cool, so I played it like that.
Oh,
Because when he saw someone from his home village
Yeah. Okay.
hold on.
not
Let me
wanting
get...
to get recognized, he kind of just panicked.
Cool is presence, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. Can I like? Well, I don't have a quick draw skill though.
What's your cool?
My cool?
Yeah.
3 greens.
Okay, hold on.
So I might just have to bail them out now.
Well, no.
I have quick draw.
Yeah, he has quick draw. He already, technically, once he gets top of the thing, no matter what, because he gets to go first before anybody else gets to.
I wish I did get quick draw. So wait, what is the cool check for again?
This-
This is initiative.
What?
Oh,
wait.
okay.
Yeah, this is how we do initiative for this one.
Because there's no real initiative bonus, and it's just whoever. For the first day, it's just you say something, it'll go.
Okay.
But now I'm trying to lead you guys into actually doing
And
the
we
correct way,
We don't
slowly.
have any more light side points, do we?
No, it's all dark side.
Which means you're fucked.
That's only if I decide to use them.
Well, that's if you decide to use them, if Colton decides to use them, if Dan decides to use them, or JP decides
Okay,
to
well,
use them.
you got
Who did
you
Teemo
you
go
called
with?
you called
Who did Teemo
quick
go
draw,
with?
so
So I'm gonna pull out my
Toki?
new
Yeah, yeah,
five
Toki.
foot, my new sword. And
Did
I'm
he come with
going
us or did he
to
go with Bill?
Actually, yeah,
go
that is a
towards
question.
the leader and
well, it is just Vrix actually.
okay. So you gotta flip down the blade, activate the lightsaber.
And Caleb, that is a good question.
Okay, what's the
Is-
attack rate on it?
3 yellow and 1 green.
Is Toki with
No,
him or
just
Toki
three
with
yellow.
us?
Toki's with you guys because he doesn't have a bounty.
Okay.
It's
Like
just,
that's the crazy spice
What?
guy.
it's just the yellow.
Okay. Can you pass me that?
Quick drop the dice.
So let's see.
Then they're right not to be here immediately.
Am I gonna be stuck in the cell the entire game?
Yep.
No.
Probably.
I think they're gonna let you out
So
soon.
you're going to be let out when you guys get to Teemo's place.
Blasphemy!
Oh.
And then you.
Oh well, that kind of unless we want to keep going for Act 3 because you guys are almost done with Act 2.
Let's go for Act 3.
You guys want to finish this adventure without the rest of the group?
Yes!
It's
No,
their
let's
fault.
not do that. That'd be
No,
tough.
let's do it. Let's
Let's
go.
do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it while we have the momentum.
Yeah.
Okay. All
It's
right.
there. It's not our fault.
We got momentum going. We need to see it through to the
I
end.
mean, they kind of knew we were going to do a lot of stuff today.
Yeah.
Okay,
They did
so
much.
you got 4 successes but 1 threat.
Okay.
So
Does that count to my crit then?
you didn't get any. You didn't crit.
So can I attack
Okay,
next?
so
I think that was a. Does 4 successes?
He currently has quick draw, so he has a surprise round
lightsaber's
essentially.
only one's a crit.
But I'm saying you didn't get any advantage though. You only got successes and a threat.
No.
I'm trying to remember. So if he gets 4 successes and a threat, does that mean he still succeeded, but something happens?
Yeah. Basically,
yeah, he
it's a
succeeds,
negative.
but he gets injured, I think, too. doesn't he?
Where it's like, for example, it could be like, oh, he stumbles a bit, or
Or hey,
he-
the lightsaber fails.
he punches him in the gut, or something like that.
Okay, well,
Basically,
okay, I got it. So you managed to hit him, but the lightsaber it starts to malfunction since it's the first time you've used it.
Alright,
So, what's your damage on it?
so it's 11.
So okay, so plus the 4 successes is 15.
Yeah.
So you got 15 damage on him.
So I cut off his arm.
Now I don't think with the threat.
It's an Obi-Wan Anakin remake. Oh my god.
And then,
That would have probably been more of if you had a triumph.
well, he's already dead.
Oh god.
So how do you want to do this?
So I'm going to run forward, and then I'm going to fold the blade back, and activate the lightsaber, and just dash in, cut, hit slide. The lightsaber malfunctions, but the guy still falls down behind me.
Like samurai style?
Yeah, samurai movie style.
he's just like, and he falls over.
Just like slices them in half.
And then there's that light sizzle from his body.
And the VO twins see this and they're just like, oh, get on the ship.
Wait, I want to shoot him. I want to shoot him
No.
as they run away.
No, they're saying. I think they're telling you get on the ship.
Yeah, they're letting you guys on the
yeah,
ship.
Okay, I'm sure. I thought you had two.
The VOs are your guys.
I thought they were starting with the W, like the what?
VOs, they're the VO twins.
Okay.
One is Wex and one is
Okay, yeah, right.
one is and it begins with an A. Oh no, Orpa. It begins
So
with
get on
an
the ship and pay your money.
A. Yeah, get on your ship, pay your $250.
Go.
And we're already fine.
And the droids don't cost anything. It's fine.
I was about to say, 5 battle droids, that's...
But no, they kind of ignore that because they're just like they saw
They saw
they
you.
saw how quickly you took down Vrex.
You should get the fuck out of here.
Like they saw you kill that guy with one hit, and they're just like, okay,
Fuck no.
Like, if he can do that with a makeshift lightsaber, what can we do?
exactly.
Now what can we do with a dark saber and a twin blade?
Well, no, he was talking like from the VO siblings perspective.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody gets 30 XP,
Except everybody.
including you. Everybody.
Yay.